Do I need to do any more light?
Hello, and welcome to another session of Roll for Damage, where a group of us geeky friends decided to get together and showcase our storytelling through Dungeons and Dragons for all of the interwebs. We don't really have any announcements today. I've been in The Last of Us 2 land, so that's my announcement. I haven't beaten it yet, but hopefully this weekend. So yeah, I think we can just pretty much jump right into our session. So yeah, with that, let's jump in to tonight's session of Roll for Damage. Alright, let me get the music going. Alright, so last we left off, the group defeated a interesting beast that had been sequestered away at the back of a magic shop, almost defeating its seeming owner, but at the last moments, having used a number of thunderous waves of magic, blew out the back wall of the shop, to the surprise of the town, having heard these massive booms coming from this shop, and these waves of sort of thunderous energy, began to point, and the guards began to rush over, and the roguish gentleman managed to run away and somehow be unseen in the crowd. The group kind of figuring out what they wanted to do, Dobby rushing off into the crowd to hide, leaving the man to call the guard before the group could get to them. He managed to convince the guard that he was attacked, and the group was arrested to be questioned, and found if they were actually the culprits or what was happening. The group was taken to the stocks at the Amber Garrison HQ, and while there, Dobby attempted to figure out where this man might have gone, but was also spotted and was taken himself to be questioned. After waiting a couple of hours for the investigation to figure out what evidence they could find, you were each called one by one to the lead investigator, Captain Farrow, and questioned about your why you were there and what you were doing, and presented with a note that seemed to be addressed from Butcher. to the gentleman named Grindle. You, most of you had heard of Butcher through Dobby. Dobby was extremely surprised, so much so, telling the lead investigator that the entire town was basically going to burn, and that they should not continue investigating it. Quinn was greeted by his sister and the Emperor after getting his message and finding out that he had been arrested, reprimanding him slightly, and the Emperor finally walking away. Quinn decided to ask his sister if they could have a late meal together, and she agreed. You all finished answering the questions, were given your things back, and headed back to the Gilded Cup to sit down, have a drink, and try to recuperate from the day that you just had. On the way out, you had managed to read the current bounty board and found that there was a job that looked interesting to you, and took down the information, or that looked interesting to them. Yeah, so that's where we pick up. So we're in the Gilded Cup as you are sitting there, your meals and drinks. In front of you, I believe, Oriana and who went with Oriana? Sinric, I believe, had gone to get the items that she wanted, and had managed to procure them, and you were just coming back. So you step into the tavern as you see the rest of the group having food and sitting around a table. And that is where we will pick up.
Cool. Right. So I figured while this has all been going, sitting in, I would just be trying to basically just catch up more with the sister. Quinn just be, trying to figure out, what she's been doing just in general, other than suddenly finding herself here, and just sort of like a how is she doing sort of thing.
She'd just be telling you she's fine, she's doing as much, she's gathering sort of like as much intel as she can, and waiting to leave with a troop of some of the Emperor's scouts to head towards the Shadowlands.
Okay. I would also tell her, just while we're waiting as well, that about the dream I had about the fog, the jungle, the river, and all that, and see if she can help place where that might be.
Oh, jungle. Well, the only jungle I know of around these parts is in Izel. It's a jungle, sort of a rainforestish kind of terrain. I've not been there, but doing a bit of reading about the world, that's one of the places I know that's jungle-ish. The only other would maybe be in the Wildlands.
Do you think I might be able to find some maps? Because I know that something was referenced as the river was referenced to as a snake.
Oh, well, maybe it is Izel then, because there's the Snake Tongue River.
That's possible then. All right. Just sort of follow a snake tongue. That's it. That's exactly it.
Well, that's probably where you need to go then.
All right. I am glad I mentioned that, because I don't know how this works. Do you get strange dreams telling you things to do or places to go or whatnot? Because it's fun, but also odd at the same time. Haven't really been able to talk about this with anybody else.
I don't usually. I mean, I can talk to the Emperor now, and a few of the people here, the priests and such. But I also have... I don't really have my own guide. Probably a little bit different than you.
That's possible. I mean, I don't even know what I've got most of the time. I've actually spoken to Melora once. Maybe saw her another time. Saw a water nymph that saved my life a couple of times. Just
Sure, she manifests herself in multiple ways, but
that is possible, yeah.
but yes,
Or,
I believe everyone experiences things quite differently.
Also, speaking of the Emperor, I mean, I was wondering, do you know if maybe there's anything that we, as a group of people that do things for money, could do anything to help out the crown or just around here while we're still about? Because we do have places to go, but coin is needed to get to places. So I
You're
don't know
not
if we
going to
can.
get help in the Emperor for coin. Uh, he has many people he already trusts to do the things that he needs done, and he doesn't have to. Well, they're already on his payroll, so he doesn't really need to pay them extra to
That's
do those
fair.
things. But I'm sure there are. I believe at the HQ that you were just at, there's a job board, and I saw you all looking at it for a few. So that's one of the places, and I'm sure, there are. You might be able to ask in the markets or the various areas around the city itself if there's anything to be done.
We can try that. I just want to see, if there's anything else because finding work and finding work that's actually for a good reason are two different things. So I figured, you know, if you stand by the Emperor of this place, then that's all I need to trust. Literally anything.
Well, I stand
So
by the Emperor because he stood by me.
exactly, that's all I need.
But I owe him a lot, and if I was to do something for him, it wouldn't be asking for money back, if you know what I mean.
I understand, but just figured I'd ask just in case there's anything
If you
that
want
we
to
can
get in the
do,
good
for
graces
a
of
righteous reason.
an emperor of a nation,
Let me guess, don't destroy parts of the town.
well, but you're likely going to need to do something without expecting something in return.
That's fair.
Doesn't mean you wouldn't get it, but without the expectation of being handed something.
That's fair.
But the city is massive. There's plenty of things, I'm sure, going on here. Spend enough time here, I'm sure you can find jobs that will be lucrative enough for you.
Well, here's hoping.
If not, you can always just go out in the deserts hunting. Probably bring back something. Sell it again in the markets. So if search in the city doesn't work, you can always try to do that. Although it can be a bit perilous for those who don't really understand the landscape.
So literally all of us who've never been to a desert, as far as I understand.
Well, it's going to be a bit harsher on you than it is on most of the folk here.
Yeah, I know, because I'm basically wearing an oven.
And the people here create a different kind of shielding for themselves that keeps them still limber on their feet and able to breathe.
Really? What would that be then?
Oh, it's very. There's various different types of armors here, but they're quite expensive.
That ends that conversation then. I was literally just asking for work so we can finance a trip out into the desert. I don't think I'm going to have enough money to spend on a bunch of armor and such, just so I'm more comfortable while out in said desert.
There you go. So, but that is why the Amber Garrison and the the army are so well suited for being out here. They're armed with the right weapons and accoutrement to be able to defend themselves and still be in battle for enough time that they won't exhaust themselves. So.
Oh, that's good to know. I want to say something just when I'm thinking about it. I know I come off as a bit of an overprotective idiot, but I mean, I'm just glad that you're safe now. Now that after having to, literally wander half the world and trying to make sure you were, and I know you don't need any help with anything, especially now.
It looks like actually you are the one who needs the help, as I've been answering all of your questions, to be honest.
I know.
So I feel like I should be worried about you.
I mean, is that really a new thing for you?
No.
Let's be honest.
But I seem to be perfectly safe, and you seem to be getting up to your chin in shite constantly.
Again, is that anything new? I'm just doing it on a larger scale now, apparently.
So this is what I'm saying. Who should be worried about who?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm all right.
Yeah. I just want to say, I know you don't need the help of anyone, but I'm just glad that if you need it, you've got it, and that you were able to make it through.
I appreciate it, and hopefully you will be able to join me later.
I think I might, if I can figure out exactly what there is at this temple I'm looking for, and actually make it there, alive and in one piece. Then I may be able to actually be of help to you, which would be a nice change.
And we can do this together. So I'll be waiting, and you need to get your arse in gear and get to it.
I do indeed. And the best of the time would just be basically small talk. Like,
okay.
Probably exchanging weird stories from home that nobody else would understand.
Is anyone else doing anything at this time, or are you guys just like finishing your meals and kind of listening to the banter?
I'll talk to Dobby.
Okay. So yeah,
Dobby's actually going to be headed to the bar. Actually.
Okay.
All right, yeah. I'll join him.
Okay. So you guys head over to the bar. You probably have to buy Dobby a drink.
Right, yeah.
I've been putting it on the tab. I'm like, hey, Bucket, one of these individuals I'm with will pay for my tab. Understand?
Which individual would that be?
I'll take care of it.
Oh, shit, bull. Much appreciated, my man.
All right. So, just ale?
What's the strongest drink you got?
How much you want to spend?
I'm looking at Ball right now.
Ball just does the looks into his purse. Pick what you want.
You know I'm good for football. So yeah, you got any some of that hard dwarvish shit? The one
I'm a
that really gets you
dwarf.
knocked on the
Of course I have my fucking own people's shit. So yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying I didn't want to assume, man.
He brings out like a bottle of this dark liquid. Doesn't have a label on it. He puts out like a short glass and pours like a finger of this like dark liquid in it and pushes it in front of you, and he says, "That'll be a gold."
I'll put down 2 gold. Camille dash as well.
Okay, and he puts another glass in front of you and pours a finger for you in it, and you both have your drinks. And he says, "Let me know if you want more." And he heads off down the bar to some of his other patrons.
Alright, cool. I'm taking a very long draft from this drink.
Okay, it is strong as shit.
Mm.
It's like It's not dwarvish whiskey. It's like this is like dwarvish hooch. It's
Okay.
like fucking strong.
Got you. It's homemade, clearly.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, cool.
It's that
I just-
dwarven moonshine.
I'm like, that's dangerous.
It
I'm like,
burns,
take half
yeah.
a sip. I'm like,
It
oh,
burns. Like it almost
Okay.
feels like the outer rim of your mouth goes like numb.
Okay.
Dobby, you're more used to alcohol, so for you, it's a pleasant burn. Ball, maybe not so much. But you only took like a small sip,
Yeah,
whereas Dobby took a
He's not
longer
an
sort of
active
drag,
drinker.
and Dobby, as it like settles, again, like it almost feels like your throat and mouth almost go like numb, but not to the point where you can't talk properly, just like a comfortable numb.
I noticed your demeanor sort of changed after we got that news in the garrison.
Yeah. Yeah, that threw me for a loop, but I'm trying to deal with it as best as I can, you know me.
Is what are we in for?
Whoa, where are we heading? I don't even know where to begin. That investigator laughed me off like the stories, like I don't know Butcher himself, like it was some childhood story or some shit. Okay, look at me, Ball. Look at my hands. And you see the very shaking with the glass he's holding. Okay, Butcher did this to me. He did all of this to me, and he's pointing at his eye patch. This miserable piece of shit you see in front of you is Butcher's handiwork, because he took everything from me.
Afraid?
Wait, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Are you afraid?
I'm afraid. I'm angry. Sad. I'm a lot of emotions that I haven't felt in a long time. And I don't like feeling these things anymore. And that's why I drink. I should have known. The city has just the feel, You recognize something, but it's on the tip of your tongue, but you can't say it, okay? This entire time. I've been having this feeling in the back of my head. Thinking, I know what it is, but I can't say it. And then boom, right in the face. Everything I knew and I felt was just proven right. And just like he did, he took the last pieces of me that I cared about. This fucking city's just like him.
We all of us, we haven't known each other for that long, but we've been traveling for a bit, and I feel like we are starting to get to know each other a bit better. And I would just say, I wasn't expecting my burdens to be important or matter to anyone else, but I believe these people, they can help us, people like us, relieve some of the burdens we put on ourselves. I think I'm starting to do that, starting to understand and put those burdens onto them, trusting that was my hopes. I just hope you can do the same. It's hard to live life in general with some.
I mean, I'll, I I know I haven't been the best. Um, especially this past couple of days. So I see where you're coming from and all, Ball, but I feel like this whole endeavor we're on, it's just this endless kind of goose hunt, you know? And I thought that I was just kind of dragged along, you know, just 'cause some god wanted me to, but I see it now. I really see it, you know. Everything happens for a reason. That's what she always used to say, and I didn't want to believe her, but now I'm really seeing it, Bull.
Call that fate.
I call it fucking destiny. I hate saying that word. But I can see that Butcher's shit, and maybe Hugh's shit, and your shit, and Perry's shit. Maybe it's all just this big shit pile that we're all just seeing pieces of it, you know?
I think I understand. I don't think I've heard it as eloquently as that's been stated, but yeah, I think that makes sense to me.
Well, glad to hear, because it's just starting to make sense to me, and I'm thinking I'm a little fucking whacked in the head, you know? Maybe I'm not drinking enough.
And I was just like another, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna need another one of these. And then he finishes his first drink.
Okay. You guys sit there chatting for a bit. Is anyone else doing anything?
Perry's just gonna sit with her glass of wine and try to sketch the creature that they fought into her journal and make notes about it.
Okay, make a either I'll say an intelligence, because you have to recall what it looked like.
Okay.
Can I inspire her?
Are you
with
there?
Like music.
Well, actually, I don't
we're
think
all at
she's
the-
not exactly being quiet. She's like quietly in her journal, so probably
Yeah, she's
not.
just
Okay.
sitting at the table, like in the corner, just sketching
Yeah.
away with her glass of wine in front of her. So intelligence check.
Yeah.
Ooh, 14. Not bad.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you vaguely remember like the major details of it and are able to decently sketch out sort of the beast and the things that you kind of like remember about it, and the tail and its ability to sort of like suck in spells and shoot them back and things like that. And you kind of like annotate it a little bit.
Yep.
So yeah. Anyone else?
After eating and kind of listening in on Quinn's conversation, Ori's just gonna go up to her room and.
Okay. So you're heading off to the room before everyone else. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take out the pearl, and I'm gonna put the bangle on the floor, and I'm going to ritually cast Identify on it.
Okay, so you kind of put the pearl to your forehead and sort of touch the bangle and concentrate for a moment as you sort of runically draw out symbols around it and feel your magic take hold.
While I'm drawing up, while I'm actually performing the ritual, I'm just going to say, you gave this to me for a reason. I need to know why, and I need to know if I failed in some way.
And you identify, and you get the same thing that you've already seen.
Feeling the magic take effect, Oriana just kind of waits, hoping something else comes, but realizing nothing probably is.
Nope. So you do that. Is anyone else doing anything specific, or are y'all just gonna kind of eat and drink and finish and then head off to your respective rooms?
Yep, that's my plan.
Yep,
Okay.
that's kind of what I'm going to be doing.
Okay, so by the end of the night, Maddie just bids her good night to you, tells you not to get into any more major trouble, as she's going to leave the city probably in the next day or two.
Okay. Or when she does that, like, oh, just let me know when you're leaving so I can say goodbye this time.
She just nods and she heads out and back to wherever she's staying.
Cool.
And you all head back to your rooms and get ready for the evening. And
When Perry gets back to the room, I'll say, so you used the spell from the staff?
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have in that building. People could have really gotten hurt.
No, I agree. We should avoid using such spells. And,
yeah, I should have known better.
we all should have. You're not alone in this fault.
That was bad. That was real bad.
But I do have one last spell that I can try to replenish today. But I have a different idea. One in which you can, whisper a sort of discordant melody that terrifies a creature.
Interesting. That's that one where you screech on your violin, right?
There's one way you could do it, yes. I'm actually considering playing around with it a little bit to see if I can do it in a little bit different way. But I can cast that into your staff and give you at least another option, something a little more appropriate for when we are in city.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And I'll burn my last spell slot of the day at second level to put a level 2 Dissonant Whispers in.
Okay. So you can take the Dissonant Whispers into your staff. But it's at level 2, not level 3.
Cool.
So you still have one slot available.
It still has Fairy Fire in it.
How many slots do you get?
It
Is
has
it 3? Oh,
yeah,
he put
it's 3.
she originally put
a
a second level shatter in there, and then now you're
Yeah.
putting in a second level. Got it. Dissonant Whispers.
Right.
Got it. Okay. All right. Everyone gets ready for the evening, finds themselves asleep, and has a very quiet night, a good night's rest, and you wake up in the morning well rested and ready to take on the day. You are welcome to reset your spell slots, HP, half your hit dice for those of you who used hit dice, and please prepare your spells for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Working on it now.
Yep.
Okay, done preparing my spells for the day.
I prepared all mine.
I hate you people.
You come
You people are
out
jerks.
of the rooms and head downstairs for breakfast, and you all sort of gather around, and you're there having your morning meal. What would you guys like to do?
So what is the plan for today?
Well, I mean, we
pests
do
to
have-
kill.
Yeah.
We do have that pest control job. Also, What do folks say to the idea of maybe looking into whatever it was that Dobby was getting into more carefully and more on the up and up, of course?
Right, no breaking into anyone's home unless it's absolutely necessary.
What exactly will you
Precisely.
get into, Dobby? I'm not sure I know the whole story.
Um. What? Yeah. Uh. Got some info from a couple of guys. Hold on. I was in Sunkiss Circle, doing my own thing. Went to a bar. Talked to a guy by the name, well, two guys, Feb and Toby, decent guys. Said that a guy named Pelfa was this traveling merchant, but at night you could hear some strange sounds coming from his house. I thought, hey, this guy probably not on the up and up. Let me see if I can see what the hell he's fucking doing, you know? Next thing I know, I'm seeing a bunch of crates. Nothing really, no sounds going on, but the guy found me and, stabbed me, while I was making a run for it. And, yeah, that was that.
Do you think he would recognize you if he saw you again?
I mean, I was rushing out of there. My face wasn't really covered, but it was in the middle of the night. It has been a couple of days. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I get my face covered, probably not.
Yes, we'd need some sort of disguise for you, I think, just to be on the safe side. We do not need to prematurely alert him to the presence of somebody who invaded his home.
But this wasn't necessarily a sanction or a job necessarily. This is just something, a rumor.
It was just a rumor. The Dobby gut was tingling, and I felt like this guy was, doing something illegit, So I thought, hey, probably make some money off of this. And I went in, and shit went to shit, like it usually does. So yeah.
I would say we had to tread carefully. We've already been on the wrong side of the law. If,
Right, I'd like to not wind up back in jail, especially
something not sanctioned by the emperor or anything.
that. Yes, I'd rather not go to jail for breaking and entering if we can avoid it.
Right. Well, I mean, we maybe just do a little actual investigation like we did in Dahana.
We weren't too bad at that. We did figure out, at least how to stop what was going on.
I think this is one of those situations where we must observe more before we make a decision. So maybe later tonight we maybe sidetrack our journey home in that direction and see if we can hear what these strange noises are.
Sounds agreeable to me.
We can do that. And we can see if there's anything else we can try to do, because now I don't know how much money we have. I know how much money we don't, because of Dobby being robbed.
Right. It seemed like if we did this job, it was about 500 gold. We should be able to get the requisite things for at least traveling out in the desert.
Well, we may need a little bit more than just what we need for travel arrangements. We want to make sure that we have enough to supply ourselves as well.
Right. But at least I'm saying, but at least that will be covered with this job.
Oh yes, true.
Nice.
I don't disagree that we should focus on getting this job done.
Well, I think that we can hopefully accomplish all these things at once.
Maybe keep our eyes peeled.
Right,
We might get real lucky and stumble across something that went missing.
I still would like to try and find that sword of yours, Dobby, because I don't really think it's best to have something given as a gift by a god floating.
I don't give a fuck about the sword.
You've
Okay,
made
can you
that
get off my
fucking
back?
clear, you jackass. I'm just trying to fucking help you. Jesus fucking Christ. I am about fucking tired of you.
Okay.
I got fucking arrested for you.
Ace. Well, sorry you got arrested for me. I don't give a fuck about that sword, okay? And we don't need to search for it. It's gone. Like everything else is gone.
Fine. Do what you fucking want. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna walk the fuck outside.
Okay. Quinn heads outside.
Good to know tempers are all hot and flaring this morning.
Well, it was off to a good start.
Anyway, I didn't necessarily just mean the very important weapon that was given to you, but also maybe, if we're very, very lucky, we find the other things that were taken from you. But maybe have a care for what happened up at Avonhurst Rise. Seemed pretty damn important to me.
Well, to you, it was all bullshit for me. And then as he says that, he walks outside.
Okay. Dobby gets up and walks outside. Quinn, are you heading anywhere specific?
Not really. No.
Okay. Just out
I
of
just
the
was I was just getting air, so I didn't,
blow up.
smite
Yeah.
anything.
Okay. Yeah.
That was
So
the whole idea, anyway.
you head out and off to the side and sort of lean against the building, and you see about a minute later, Dobby also comes out and kind of goes on the other side. And the rest of you four are kind of left there looking at one another.
Cynric, I know he's your friend, but Dobby is dancing on my very last nerve.
We all tend to look at things differently. Religion has been something not very important for where we are.
I
So-
understand.
And not to mention right now, two of us received items that were not blessings from supposed gods, so maybe
Well,
the sword being away from us is not such a bad thing at this moment.
Nine.
I don't think that's... I think it had to do with the choices we made up on the mountain. We all made very specific choices. Nothing bad happened when I used the staff.
That you know of, or that we know of.
Cynric, I do not think that it was coincidence that you and I, who were alone in that room after the first choice, were also the only ones who have experienced negative interactions with their weapons, with their gifts.
I think that even what you received, even though it has some pretty bad consequences, unless for some reason you did not see the God you thought you saw, I think even those are valuable and important. It's a test. Everything we've been through, honestly, since we met, has been a test. Maybe you're meant to figure out how to make those things useful.
Maybe. But as it stands right now, something that is a detriment is still going to be a detriment.
Well, that's understandable. I'm not asking you to put those braces back on or for Oriana to put the bangles on. All I am saying is that we were given those things for a reason, and now we're facing something pretty bad. Something my people are guarding. Losing a gift from a literal god is nothing to sneeze at, whether Dobby hates religion or not. I'm not religious. Quinn might be, but I'm not. I believe in Melora. I believe that the wildlight chose my people, but we don't worship her the way that Quinn does. And just because my mama is a wood elf does not mean that I worship Coolon. But we know that the gods are real. We know that we've been tasked with something, and I can't imagine that it's in any way a good thing that something like that that was given to him is missing.
The point we're trying to make, Sinric, is that it's not that we need Dobby to find religion all of a sudden. These items are powerful in and of themselves. And without that item, without any of his items, Dobby is at a disadvantage.
It's not about believing in the gods or thinking they're right. I mean, I would also not say the kinds of things that Dobby has said about the gods, belief or not. My people believe that if you put bad into the world, bad comes back to you. That goes for flagrantly disrespecting beings that are much more powerful than you. It's about not being a stubborn ass.
Well, that's all well and good. I think today we might focus on what we need to move forward, and we keep eyes on the back burner for what may be.
We need to try to find that sword if we can. Ideally, if we can find all of his missing items, then yes, but we need to find that. But I do not think that is our number one priority at this point.
No. I'm not saying that we sidetrack everything to find it, but I do believe that we need to keep our eyes open.
Yes.
Is that not what I just said?
More or less, yes. I'm just trying to clarify that we're not stopping.
I'm just clarifying that I agree with you is all.
Yeah.
But also that I disagree with Dobby's disregard for what is something very serious.
We definitely need any advantage we can take. That sword, whether he likes it or not, is an advantage.
If we really did speak to the creators, then everything going forward we need to be mindful of. No matter what we think about gods or religion, and we need to trust each other, and we need to not pick fights with each other. And I kind of cut my eyes out toward the door where Quinn and Dobby are. Tempers need to come into control. I don't mean just Dobby. Everybody needs to cool it. We can't keep fighting amongst ourselves.
I agree with that.
Well, it seems might our first order then be procuring funds to get what we need, and maybe not mention of finding goods, but if we happen to find them along the way, then it will be a boon and a blessing.
I agree.
That would work for me.
Also, maybe let's look into getting some small thing that Dobby can use if we get to another fight. If he'll use it.
You seemed pretty proficient with this fisticuffs, so to speak.
That's also true.
He can be. Of all of us, it seems, he would not be the absolute worst to be without a weapon.
If we're wasting the early daylight, perhaps we should go deal with the pest problem?
gonna finish my tea and set it down. I suppose we don't have any other options right now. We need the funds. We need the money, or we're never getting out into the desert. And I'd like to take care of the issue of Baltane's lead as well.
Well, in due time. I'm gonna walk to the bar, order a drink, and then start trying to figure out where we need to go for this job.
It was on the directions to it were on the bounty board. It pointed you to a building on the west side of the Sunkissed Circle. So you grab your drink, you down it, put it on the bar, and head out. You all come out, and you see Dobby on one side, Quinn on the other, kind of leaning against the building. So you're heading over to the west side?
Yep.
All right.
Go solve a pest problem, y'all.
So you head through the shaded valley, around the sun's orbit, to the Sunkissed Circle on the western side of Zarithamar. It takes you probably a couple of hours to get there, just because it's such a sprawling city. But eventually you find yourselves in front of a building that at first kind of you do a double take at. It is falling apart. It looks run down, dilapidated. It doesn't look like anyone's living in there, at least at the moment, or hasn't been for a very long time. You can see that the windows are kind of boarded up. That you can see, it looks like a single sort of story building. It's pretty wide, but yeah, and you see these two sort of, you see this door, this wooden door at the very, very front, that is kind of it's kind of like off kilter. It looks like it'll still open, but it looks like pretty broken down. Like the couple of the hinges are like kind of falling off a little bit.
Did the the description, did it say we'll meet someone there and they'll tell you what they want to kill, just go here and
just said there's a pest problem, deal with it, basically.
Okay, I'll just kind of go up to the door, see if it opens or anything.
Yeah. I'll knock on the door.
You knock on the door, and you don't, it kind of shifts a little bit, but you don't get a response.
Hello? Is anybody there? We saw your notice on the job board about the pest problem.
No response.
Pull out my sword.
Something tells me that the person who posted this is not here.
I don't think they live here. I think this is probably just their property of some sort.
It didn't say anything on the board about talking to anybody. How do we know what the pests are?
Also, how do we know exactly how we're getting paid if we don't even know where the person is opposed to the job?
I think
we go back to the job board and ask.
Yeah, well, at least in Nigeria, the city puts out the money. You request, and then the city puts out the money for the reward. I don't know how it works here, but I assume it's something similar.
Go ahead and take out my violin and bow.
Okay.
Getting ready to fight something and just kind of looking around. Is it it's dark in here, I'm assuming, right?
Are you going inside?
I'm putting my head in, looking around.
Okay, so you open the door. So as the door kind of initially lifts off of the frame, and then as you push it in, it kind of slams into the floor, and it skids along the floor as the hinges are no longer working. You peek your head inside, you can see a fairly open space. You see a few barrels, just maybe 60 feet in front of you. From where you're standing, 50 or 60 feet. You can see that this place is dusty, and there are quite a few cobwebs.
That was not very subtle.
Don't think you. That's.
I don't think I could have been.
This time it's.
Oh
not
no,
your
not to
fault.
comment on you. Just a comment on the state of this.
Yeah.
I don't think building really fits it. It's more like a crumbling.
Right, well, I mean, I don't think we need to worry that much about subtlety, considering we are trying to, I guess, exterminate whatever may be inside this place. And from my experience, pests don't really care when you arrive. It's not like we can, convince them to leave and say, "Oi, all pests, get the fuck out. Bugger off, you."
Fencing on the pest, that could be a potential solution.
Well, there was that story in my village about the man with the flute that drove the rats away, but
Why can't your people partially, I guess, at least speak to animals? Some of them.
Yeah, some of them.
Well, I
It
mean,
wasn't necessarily a tale about my village.
Oh.
We didn't have rat problems.
No, you probably had rat solutions.
So are you heading inside?
What cast armor of Agathis?
How does
Okay.
this
I just go
building
inside.
look?
I go
Okay.
inside.
Dobby walks inside. So Dobby, you head inside. How far are you going inside? Just to till the room opens up, basically?
Yeah, can I stealth in?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I don't know how stealthy you're going to be when the door fell over.
Yeah. I mean, you did hear the door just and there's light being sort of let into the area. Okay, yeah. You stealth inside.
How does this building look like in comparison to what's around it? I mean, we know it's an old dilapidated building, but what about like the stuff around it?
There are at this area there are a couple of other sort of like larger, like these are kind of like there's largish buildings around. Not a few of them look older, but don't look as worn out as this one does. It look like they still are in kind of use, likely for storage, for maybe merchants or various potential items that might need to be like left in like a storage facility until they're either ready to be sold or ready to be distributed or whatnot. So you see those kinds of buildings around. You don't see anything like wildly out of place in terms of like something that looks like noble. Most of these look like warehouse.
Aside from it being a little bit more in disrepair, and this is what I was going for. Aside from it looking like a little bit more in disrepair, this building looks kind of like it is, Yeah,
it looks like at one
others.
point it probably was also used to store something or other, as it's of similar shape and design to the other buildings that are around it. But likely it fell out of use and maybe something took up residence inside of it. And for whatever reason, either they boarded it up before, you don't know whether they boarded it up before that or after that, but likely whoever owns it either now or has owned it for this entire period wants to come back and use it and needs it cleaned out.
Gotcha.
That's what it seems like.
Okay, as we're going inside.
So you're heading in as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point I think we all
What
would.
does it smell like in here? Does it just smell musty?
Yeah, it smells real musty. And like I said, there are quite a few webs.
Are there any like candles or anything?
No, there's no light in here. The light is coming in from the doorway. And as you guys step in, actually, Dobby, as you step in, make up. No, you just went in. You were stealthy.
I went to look around.
Yeah,
Boltaim was the one looking around.
Yeah, but you went in past him, right? Or
Yeah,
are you all in
yeah.
together?
Yeah,
No,
I'm stepping in
I'm
right
past.
after him.
I'm past.
Okay,
all-
so you're
Yeah,
in
he
with
went
him.
in farther
Okay, ball
than-
ball is in like beside you. Are you also being stealthy, ball?
No, I just like stepped in like right behind him after he like I assume he like guard to the side. I'm just kind of like looking
Oh
around.
no, I think I'm
Okay, so you step in behind him.
Sure.
Okay, and then the rest of you are coming in kind of after them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll be coming in once everybody else is entering.
Okay, so I'll just who goes in after Dobby and Ball.
I'll probably go in towards the rear.
Okay. I guess Perry'd go in next, and the other thing I wanted to do as I was coming in was like look around and see how big these webs were.
Okay, so you get inside. I'll just put you guys like that. Okay. Yeah, you look around, and there are a lot. Some of them larger than others, some of them small, some of them like small in corners. But as you step in and kind of look inside, as Dobby sort of walks forward, you see him step in, and I just need to see. Yeah, sort of as you kind of, all of you kind of step inside, you feel like the first few steps as you're making them, it's hard to move as your feet are getting caught on these sticky webs. And as it goes through your head, that
That's what I thought. Yep.
you hear a and feeling the hair on the back of your neck rise,
Okay.
you look up and see 12 eyes staring at you before. And give me a second to put you on the map.
Okay, spider time.
Okay, let me put us onto the battle map.
Spider is acceptable replacement for rat. I will take this.
Depends on the size of the spider and whether or not this thing biting me is going to give me superpowers. Because
I mean,
there's a line. That's all I'm saying. There is a
Just-
line, and I need to see if this is about to cross it.
I mean, I'll be honest. My money was going to be it was homeless people, and we were going to be forced with this dilemma of how do you deal with the vagrant.
Like we were gonna have to deal with squatters or something.
Well,
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
100% knew it was not squatters.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That would be
500
hilarious.
gold.
I
I
mean,
mean,
you
that's
know.
kind of where I was thinking.
It didn't
Kill
say
the
kill the
people.
pest. It said get rid of the pest. So it's like,
I'm not
like
evicting anybody. Fuck
like
that.
a
No, that'd be
You know, like
hilarious.
a-
You have to like persuade them to
veteran NPC
to
or
leave.
something, you
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
a couple of veterans, and it's just like, oh,
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time we'll be charging for more of the one.
Okay, so let me turn this.
We're just working for a really shitty superintendent.
It's like, okay, guys, you can't stay here, but you gotta go. I don't know what to tell you.
Just walk in like the
Equal
Mandalorian.
landlords,
I have
fine.
bad news. You can't live here anymore.
Okay, so first things first, I need to
it's a good song.
I forget which one this is. This one is this. Okay. Okay, yeah. These are the queens. Okay. So, first one, on top of, let's see, let's, here. Can't remember. Just need to see. Okay. just need to make sure I'm.
Yeah, well, we're just
Okay.
looking at the map.
All
to
right,
make sure
so-
I can find plenty of places with 20-foot radius, so I won't knock the place down if I happen to use Shatter again.
Yeah, this one's going to be. Sorry. Okay, so let me reveal.
Oh boy. Ah!
Ah!
Why would you do that?
Ah!
Why would you do that twice?
Oh, there's problem. Ah!
I thought we were
Oh,
friends.
that's a lot of spiders.
It's a lot of very big spiders.
I think I know what one of those are.
Boom.
I think
Oh,
I
boy.
don't want to know what they are.
I think I'll hard
No.
pass.
Okay, everybody out. Everybody out. Burn it down. Burn it down.
All right. So
Yeah. Okay.
first things first.
Yeesh.
Hmm.
8 spiders. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought we were friends.
Spiders.
Why
That's
would
a lot
you
of
do this
spiders,
to
y'all.
me?
Okay.
So many spiders.
Okay. So the first one. Baltaim, does a 17? No, sorry, an 18 hit you?
Yep.
Okay. You are spun around in this sticky web-like substance. You are restrained.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna put the restrained on you, and then this other one is going to go and strike at you. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll strike at you. Let's see if I. Yeah. Okay. So, I believe this is just the regular 6 plus 5. So, 23 to hit. Does that hit?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So 7 piercing.
Okay.
And please make a con save.
I mean, they look like they're ice-based, but they take 15 ice damage.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if that does anything. Okay.
It you watch it as it hits the creature, but it doesn't do as much damage as you would hope. It still does damage, it's just not as much as.
Con save?
Yeah, con save.
21.
Ooh.
Okay. So you take. Okay. So you still take half. Okay. So you take 3 poison damage.
And that's the same hit, right?
Yeah, same hit.
Okay, so then good.
So yeah, it doesn't take another blast.
No, that's on number 2. There we go.
Oriana, does a 17 hit you?
Kind of a binary question, dude.
Cutting words.
Okay.
That's real high. A 10 does not hit me.
Nope. That's
Nice.
fine.
Excellent.
Yeah, good choice.
Baltime does a 22 hits you, correct? Just need to see. Yeah, 22 to hit. So you take another 7 piercing. And make a con save for me,
Full damage.
please. Yep.
Um, 18.
Okay. Let's take 5 poison. And I believe your Armor of Agathis is gone at this point.
Yes.
So 7 plus 5, 12 damage total. 22 to hit you, Perry.
That definitely hits.
You are restrained as webbing
Okay.
has encased you. Dobby, 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You are also encased in webbing.
Shit.
Just to see. Okay, okay. Oriana, 21 to hit you.
Yeah.
Okay, you are also encased in webbing. And finally, can see you better. 18 to hit. 18 to hit you, Sinric.
Yep.
All right. You are also encased in webbing. All right, and now we can roll initiative
Okay.
All right then.
as the surprise
was
round is over.
Boy,
Yeah.
boy, boy.
Oh boy, this is
That was
great.
a long one.
Great. 16.
All right.
6.
Wow.
13.
Sweet cleric initiative.
I'd rather have that bad roll for the initiative though. So,
Oh yeah, get that one out of the way now.
Burn that.
yeah.
Turn.
Burn it like sage to cleanse the evil spirits.
Let's see. Yep. 3,
Uh,
20.
I have. I feel the need to get some crystals and set them up on the desk. Like
Alright.
the computer. That way they affect your dice too.
Do some sort of weird
Ooh,
cleansing thing.
rolled real high.
Stop doing that.
Dislike.
Cease and desist.
Dislike.
Sorry.
You
Where
say
are
that,
they?
but you just keep doing it again and again.
You're really sorry. You stop.
I didn't roll well last time. I think you all went before
That's very true.
That's true.
Very true.
before the
She's
beast.
alternating.
So I'm just going to turn this down a little bit. Okay.
I don't have my reaction back either.
Okay. So,
It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
first things first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of these are overlapping because they are moving. The ceilings here are about probably like 30 feet high. It's quite high ceilings as it's a warehouse. So some of them are crawling along the webs in the ceilings and things like that.
Oh well, I mean, which ones are crawling and which ones are on
So the
ground?
ones that are these two guys, this guy here and this guy here, are above you, and
Okay.
they went. This one is actually still like up on the ceiling as it tried to spit down. At Oriana, and she cutting words. The webbing. This one was the one that tried to take a bite of balls, so it's right. It's on the wall, but next to him. This one is like maybe like in the air slightly, as it came in and tried to also bite at Baltaim. This one is on the ground. This one, well, yeah, you'll see. This one is also like up above. This one's
Okay.
also up above, and this one's also up above.
Okay.
So hang on. So the first one comes there. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna here.
This is too many spiders.
This one. 1, 2.
Okay.
Go like that. So this one can kind of come here on the wall. There. To attack. Alright, so these are these guys. They're just getting them in position. Alright, so first things first. This one I just want to see. I have to see. Nope. Nope. Okay. Oh, actually, this one didn't use its webbing. Yeah. Okay. So, Dobby, first one's going to strike you. You're restrained, so it gets advantage. So does a 20 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, 9 piercing,
Okay.
and make a Constitution save, please.
Is that for poison?
Yeah.
Okay, then I have that with advantage.
Okay. Because of halfling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stout, right? Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Ooh.
That's in that.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh.
And then I
Okay.
also have resistance too.
Oh.
Oh, you have resistance to poison?
Yeah. It's like halfling for stout. Yeah, you have advantage on saving throws against poison, and you have resistance against poison damage.
Okay, nice. So you take 1 poison damage.
Cool, so that's 10 damage altogether.
Yeah.
Damn.
10 damage altogether.
Okay,
Then
stop.
the other...
Stop.
The other one is going to go for Quinn
Okay.
with the web. 16, 21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, you are restrained.
All right.
Spits out his web. And then this one on Oriana. So that definitely hits. And that would have missed. 18. 23 to hit, Oriana.
Yep.
Okay. 11 piercing. And I need you to make a con save, please.
Oh, 10.
Okay. What happens if you fail? Is the question. So you're taking 7 poison.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you're just 7 poison.
That's it? Just 7 poison?
Terrible.
Yeah. So that 11 plus 7, so total of 18 damage.
Okay.
And then
More than half my health.
Yeah. And then the other one is going
almost
to...
half my health, sorry. Almost half my health.
The other one is going to strike at, I guess, Quinn, because he just got nice and bundled up for it.
Mm-hmm. I'm a burrito.
23 to hit.
Yeah, no, that'll do it.
Okay, 10 piercing, and make a con save, please.
All right. 18.
All right, and 7 poison damage,
Okay.
so 17 total.
All right.
All right, and then it is these guys.
Oh, one moment, please.
Yeah, sure.
I would like to Wrath of the Storm this thing in the face for biting me. I did not care for that.
Okay, so your reaction.
Yes, and I can't remember what's what. Okay, yeah, 2d8.
Is this just a reaction, or is this a channel?
It's a reaction.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Tempest Cleric ability that can be done as a reaction to taking melee damage.
Okay, nice.
So that's 5. I'm gonna say lightning damage because I do not want to do much
Okay.
thunder related stuff in a building that's crumbly.
Okay, so you do lightning damage, and I
Mhm.
believe that's straight. Yeah, that goes through, no problem. All right, so you do lightning damage. Cool.
5 whole zappings.
Oh, okay. You only get 4 of them. That's what it is. So you mark
Yes.
that off.
I did.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I was like, oh, you can do that just as many times as you want as a reaction. That's kind of broken, but I realized you have an amount of times that you can do
I
that.
wish I could do it as many times
Yeah,
as I
I know.
wanted. That would be fucking awesome.
Okay, now it is the queen's turn.
What?
Excuse me, what now?
So this one's
There should
coming
not
on
be
the
that many
ground.
queens. I thought queens had just like a 1
3.
per spider
Maybe
hive ratio.
you don't know them that well, do you?
That's true. I've never met these spiders. I'd like to get to know them in a more neutral location. Can we just start this over as like a brunch
Dobby
meeting?
19 hits you.
Yes.
Okay.
Speaking of the biologist, spiders don't actually have queens because they are solitary predators.
Quiet.
10 piercing.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And make a con save, please.
Okay, cool. That's another net.
Okay. 2 poison.
Cool.
And then Baltaim. 22 to hit.
Hmm.
So 8 piercing. And make a con save, please.
Sure. Con. 20. 30.
Okay. So you take 5 poison.
5, so 15.
Has to
So-
move in.
Which one was attacking Baltaim?
This one here.
I would like to use my reaction to try and hit it.
Okay, with disadvantage, please. As you're restrained.
Slap that
Um,
spider.
Let's see. Yeah, that's a 16.
It probably hits. These don't have. Yeah, that hits.
Sounds like that.
So that's 5 damage.
Yeah, 5
I
damage.
still have the rage turned on. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. No problem. I know you haven't raged yet, so. Okay. Next one is going to attack. Also attack Baltaim, because they were both going for him before. 24 to hit. It's unfortunate they have advantage. That wasn't a great one. 4 piercing. Make another con save, please. Baltaim?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you said my name.
Yeah, so you took 4 piercing and need to make you to make a con save.
Okay, 17. I was like, what's happening?
You take another 3 poison.
Okay, so 7 damage.
Yep.
That is my fault.
Yeah. Parry.
Here we go.
24 to hit.
Oh, that 100% hits.
10 piercing and make a con save, please.
Alright. Con save. 12.
What's the DC? I don't think it's super high. No. Yeah, you succeed.
No,
It's not a
nice.
super high DC. 5 poison.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I believe that's all of them. Ow.
I mean, I hope so. That was a lot.
Oh. All right. Peregrine, you are restrained in webbing. Oh, I need to just roll for each of them. Okay, that one. No. And no. Okay, cool. All right.
Okay. I'm restrained. Do I get the impression that if I got suddenly very big, I would break out of these restraints?
Yes, but you would also probably trample on your friends.
Yeah, if I turn into a bear, I'm gonna squish people.
Except for Dobby, you can be in other people's spaces.
You can
It's true,
move
you
through
just
other
be
people's
under.
spaces. You can't be in other people's spaces.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, if I change shapes,
If she
it's gonna
turns
be
into a bear and her paw squishes your
Yeah.
head,
Dude,
you're
squishing
still getting
everybody.
squished.
Gotcha.
You're still getting squished. That's kind of what I was afraid of. Okay.
But also, yeah, you wouldn't be able to turn into a bear here without damaging your friends because the spider in front of you is on the ground. One of them's on the ground, one of them's slightly elevated, so you wouldn't be able to push into its space.
Right. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to. Shoot. I'm going to. I am going to cast Primal Savagery on myself.
Okay. What does that do? I don't know every spell.
Like melee attack? Like?
It's going to channel primal magic to cause my teeth and nails to sharpen and be ready to deliver a corrosive attack. My next melee attack does 1d10 acid damage.
Oh, okay. This is a cantrip. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, sorry, can you just click it so that I... Oh,
yeah,
it doesn't see what the...
Yeah, I'll have to set my spell to do the thing.
That's fine. I can look it up. So is that your attack?
Yes.
Okay, well, it would be with disadvantage, but a 9 misses anyways.
So that's fine.
Okay. So what does it do? It just gives you acid damage on your next attack?
Yeah, it will,
She grows fangs or claws, her choice, and can make an attack with them.
I got it. And it lasts... It lasts how long?
just that attack.
It's just that attack.
Got it. Okay, so you would grow like almost half transforming into a bear. You let like the bear claws grow, and you attempt to make a slash at the thing in front of you. But the webbing just kind of like, you think you're gonna be able to reach out, but the webbing kind of stops you, and you just swipe too short of the creature as it just clicks in front of you.
Okay.
Your bonus
Dobby,
action.
yeah. How shitty does Dobby look?
He's hurt, but you've actually been seeing him. He's probably handling he seems to be, the poison doesn't seem to be affecting him as much as it is everyone else.
Okay, then that's really all I can do, because I'm going to reserve reward just for now.
Okay, so no bonus. Okay, cool.
No bonus.
All right, Oriana.
The building itself. Well, no, it's covered in webs. Never mind. Fire's gonna spread in here.
It's made of wood. Like this building, the walls are kind of stone, but the beaming and the floors and the furniture that you can see, like the barrels and stuff, are all made of wood. And like I said, it's pretty dry and musty in here. If you set it on fire, it'd probably be pretty effective, but it might be pretty effective on you guys too.
Mm-hmm.
It'd also burn down the building, and you're not sure if that would equate to dealing with a pest problem, given your intelligence.
Yeah, see, that was my thought too.
Technically, it would satisfy the requirement.
The pests would be dead.
There was no fine
all my
print.
spells can destroy the building we're in.
I mean, you did just get out of jail for dealing damage to a building. You're welcome to try again. You're not sure how well that'll go over.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
As these buildings, while they aren't right next to each other, they are fairly close. Fire spreads very rapidly. When things are burning in a town, fire will jump to another building. So just take that into account. Like, you would know this. None of you are that stupid.
Also, we are in a desert.
Exactly. It's
So
very
it's
dry
pretty
heat.
dry.
Exactly. So I'm not saying you can't do it. Just be aware.
Yeah. Be aware that physics exist, even in the fantasy world in which we play.
Dissonant whispers at level 3.
Okay. On what?
I don't know, this fucker.
Okay. It's a wisdom save. Sorry, Perry. You take, just because you started your turn within 5 feet of those guys. So,
Oh my god.
Okay.
So I'll retroactively, if you wanted to use a healing word on yourself, I'll let you, but let me just say what happens. So you take 5 cold damage as just standing next to these creatures, radiating cold, and then you also take another 3 cold damage from the other one that's standing right next to you.
Okay, then retroactively I would have cast.
Yeah, so you took another 8 cold damage. So yeah, go ahead and cast your healing word on yourself.
I would have done that.
Okay, so you take 6 back. And I believe that's just within
Chip.
5 feet. Yeah. Okay. All right. You're using dissonant whispers. Sorry, it's
Yeah, and
wisdom.
I'm just singing the equivalent of Ring Around the Posies in Infernal.
All right. You deal that damage to it. Nice. So it's 12 damage. Okay. And it uses its reaction to move as far away from you as possible. So it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And you can make a melee attack at it if you want to.
No.
Okay.
I'll
All right. So that is-
inspire Sinric.
All right. You how are you inspiring him?
I don't have anything prepared for him because I used up all of his. I don't know. I can't think of anything.
How about just go get him, Tiger?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the bard.
Yeah.
Putting you on the spot.
Go,
Improv.
Go get them, Tiger.
All right.
That'll be $5. You still have
Cedric, you feel inspired. All right. Dobby, at the start of your turn, you take 8 cold damage and 7 cold damage. Shit.
Okay.
As these two creatures that are very, very close to you are radiating this frigid, freezing air about them. So a total of 15 cold.
Gotcha.
So I think you'd be down to 10. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, it's your turn. You're restrained, and you have a lot of spiders bearing down on you.
Okay. It's gonna take an action to get out of these webs, right?
Yep. Acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
Actually, sorry. Strength check. It's not an acrobatics or athletics. It's a strength check.
It's a full strength check.
It's a strength check. Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. No.
But it is webs, so.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. That's
Oh right,
20.
you don't. Yeah, you break free of the webbing.
Wow.
Okay,
As you
cool.
are like hulking out at the sight of like all of these things around you, and you're like, "Fuck this!"
Okay. And then I'm gonna do Step of the Wind. Use a key point. And then, because I'm surrounded. It is distance.
Yeah, some of them are on the. This one is up, so you could. Well, actually, you can move through them anyways. You're small enough, so.
Yeah, I'm a small creature.
So.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Use my Step of the Wind to disengage. And I'm going to actually, if I can flank around, so that'll be.
And I'll say the cold is coming from these like larger looking, menacing.
Oh, so not the ice-looking ones, but
No.
the. Okay.
The queens, like they're larger and more menacing.
Okay, okay, then hold on. Let's see if we can.
And you feel if you get like a bit of distance from them, you probably won't be feeling as like hypothermic in their presence.
Okay. Hold on. Shit. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's just do that. Okay.
Okay.
And then I get yeah, that's my full action and my bonus. Okay, cool.
I think you still have like 10 feet of movement if you want to use it.
Yeah. Let's see. There's okay. Well, we did shit. We can't start anything with a fire.
You
so
could.
yeah.
You just don't know how
Well, yeah,
quickly it will
that
burn
fire.
out. Like
It's a
you'd have
desert
to have some
climate.
way of. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you think it would be effective. You're just not. You're not sure how out of control it will get, and you just have to be aware of that and being able to quell it fast enough.
Yeah. Also, your cleric did not prepare, create, and destroy water today, so I couldn't just deal with that shit.
I think I have a torch, right? No, I got a
You
fucking
probably
candle.
do. Oh, yeah, you probably do.
No,
we all
I have candles.
Oh,
I
right,
have
because
no
you bought all
torches.
your stuff. You didn't take one of the packs.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, yeah. That is. I'm gonna actually move. Oh,
Okay.
okay, cool. There you go. And that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Sinric, you take 4 cold damage.
Okay.
All right.
So, which one of these two are close to me?
Both are within your range.
Okay. If I attack, I have disadvantage,
You have
correct?
disadvantage, correct?
They do already have advantage on you, so reckless doesn't matter.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna go into a nice rage here,
Okay. You rage. What's your
and
bonus?
I'm just going to attack recklessly this one here in front of me.
Okay.
Nice, happy little rage.
So straight.
So
attacks.
it'll be just a straight roll.
Yeah. Straight
Okay,
rolls.
now I'm imagining Bob Ross as a barbarian.
It's like
That was
happy
kind of the
little
idea.
smashes.
We're going to a happy little rage. Just
All right.
a happy.
That's a
Yeah,
25.
that hits.
Oh, damn, son, get it.
That is
Oh yes.
20.
Wow.
Yeah, nice. Good damage.
And
Knock
let's
him out,
see.
Cynric.
That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's another 12.
All right. Yeah. You did some massive damage to this creature as you
Yeah.
carve across it, even restrained by the webbing.
Shame you can't use the inspiration die on the damage.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right, that's your turn.
Broken as hell, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
that's
do
all I
anything
can
else
do.
'cause you can't
Yep.
move. Okay. Quinn,
But I got my reaction back.
Yeah.
you did.
Okay, of the lot of us, who looks to be the most fucked up right now?
Dobby looked pretty bad as he ran away.
Okay.
Or ran, not away, but away from the being surrounded.
As he scooted.
Okay. Let's see. 'Cause-
do you have a divine fly swatter?
No.
Well, kind of.
Well, actually, yes,
Maybe
I
a divine
do, technically.
newspaper.
Could.
No, I do technically have a divine fly swatter. It's called spiritual weapon.
Exactly.
I wanted to do.
Just make it a giant rolled up newspaper, and then we're good.
Okay. Of the people that are like right next to me, who looks the worst off?
It's hard to tell. Ball, Perry, and Ori have all been pretty heavily attacked.
Some of us
They
are getting
all-
a little bit
they're
of
all-
frostbite and shit.
Yeah, they're all been.
Yeah.
They've all been bitten.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna split the difference on this then. As my bonus action, I would like to cast on. What? How far away is Dobby? Oh yeah, he's within range. I would like to cast Mass Healing Word
Okay.
on everybody.
Okay.
Sick.
So
Love it.
So roll it. So 6 HP.
6 hit points for everybody.
Hey,
All right.
It
Hey,
helps.
I'm back to full.
that it
Beggars
helps.
There
can't
you
be
go.
choosers.
Nice.
I'll take what I can get.
Like
All right.
36 health or something like that.
So that was my bonus, and as my action, I am going to just actually. You know what? If I cast a spell with my bonus action, can I still use my action to try and break out?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just to make sure before I committed to anything. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So you said athletics or acrobatics,
No, strength check.
or just strength
This
check?
is specific to this
Okay.
ability.
Cool. Then I will try a strength check to Hulk out of this thing.
Do it.
I fail miserably.
You
with a
tangle
one.
yourself even more and kind of like get even further stickied into the web as you kind of
Yep.
flail about.
Yep.
All right.
Balls.
That's your turn.
Yeah, that was it.
All right, Baltaim, you take 4 cold damage.
Four. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm. let's see. Actually, I think maybe. Uh,
What you doing?
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna. Well, yeah, because we're already kind of fucked anyway. I'm gonna pop out the wings.
Okay.
Okay.
So everyone
Everyone.
except for Dobby.
And this spider over here has to make a
Yeah.
quick saving throw.
Oh,
Is it
crap.
charisma or wisdom?
Prisma.
That ain't good for me.
Me too.
Hard pass. That's a 10.
So-
9. I'm
Fail for parry, so they're frightened?
They are frightened by me.
Okay, you are frightened.
Good lord, that's a 5.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Are you sure you want to make me frightened of you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
I mean,
that
we already
is-
have disadvantage on
Yeah,
attacks.
we already. That's what's like. We already are. Most of our already fucked. So that's what's like. I mean, you can't get like double disadvantage if you're reckless anyway. So
Yeah.
Okay, question about being frightened by you. Does that mean like I have to move away from you?
Yes.
can I get? Closer
No, you
to
can't
it?
get closer to him.
Okay.
Sorry. Who else? And Quinn.
Attacks against me have disadvantage.
Well, I'll keep that in mind when I.
Or
decide to-
attacks while I'm in sight of anyone
Yeah.
has disadvantage.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then
How funny would it be if all the spiders save?
Yeah, that'd
know
be
what?
Not.
kind of.
Shut your mouth.
You're the worst tonight.
That'd be kind of bullshit.
Yep, go sit in the corner. You know
I'm
what
not
you did.
expecting all of them to get it, but if literally all of them were like, "Yeah, we're good," I'm like, "Okay, well,
so
just gonna
that
write my new character over here."
I mean, I see some little
Failed.
icons popping up on a couple of them, so
Yeah.
this is good news so far.
How long are they frightened for?
It's until my until the end of my next turn.
Okay. And what's your DC?
16. Same
16.
as mine.
They don't have great charisma.
Good. That's good. That's
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
have that
looking
in
for.
common. The spiders and Quinn.
I mean, mine's
Yeah.
meh.
Eh.
I mean, I still have a +1, but you know.
If I wasn't proficient in the saving throw, I would have a -1. I only have a positive number because clerics get proficiency, which doesn't make any sense.
Well, you have to be
Yeah, it does.
charismatic to, be in service, and yeah.
I guess.
Till the
How
end
would
of
anyone
till
follow
the
your
end of
work?
your next turn. Yeah, they're
And my
frightened.
next turn.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to resist the temptations of the other religions.
Oh, he
That'd
already
be
has it.
wisdom.
This one. All right, all of them failed.
Hey.
Oh wow!
Oh,
All right.
So straight
Yeah, that's
rolls for
good.
us now,
So
guys.
that was your action.
Yes, that's my action. Do I want to run away? That's the question.
you're still restrained.
You're restrained. You're
Yeah,
not running anywhere.
you could hop in place
I could run
frantically.
away. I just don't know if I want to.
Oh, you could misty step. Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
Just
so
Well,
bam,
remember-
fine, out of there.
verify all
well-
of us and then leave. Yeah, okay.
Just remember, they only have disadvantage when they can see you. So if you get
Right,
out
I
range
know.
of their sight,
I know. That's why I'm like, do I want to run away? I don't think I do.
Why is your HP all the way back up to full again?
I don't know. It's on my.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
that's been happening to everybody throughout the.
Yeah, it happened to me too.
I know what
remember I had
what it
before I
was.
healed.
Anyways, I'll just do that. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
My hit dice number keeps changing. I mean, if that makes any difference.
Or actually, I think it was. Sorry, it should be this
That
because
might
you
be
got
the
6
add-on we're
HP.
using.
No, I lost 4 from the cold thing.
Oh well, okay. So
So it
whatever,
should be-
26.
26, yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be my. Oh, let's see what action I'm as bonus action. So as bonus action, I will Hexblade Curse. Fuck. fuck face right there.
Okay. He's looking real bad. Anyways. Okay, he's X-Play, he's cursed. Okay.
Excellent.
These guys. 1, 2, 3. Well, he'll just come back to where he was. And attack Oriana. 24 to hit.
I believe that would hit.
Almost doubled my AC, so yeah.
4 piercing.
Okay.
And go ahead and make a con save, please. Okay, 12
nope.
poison.
Oh, that's fun.
Woof.
That's real fun.
This one can't move closer to Ball, so it's going to move. Well, hang on. Let's see what it's going to do. First. Nope, yeah, it's going to move to Dobby.
So I just effectively sent all the spiders to Dobby.
Well, it depends. They can still see me. They
Yeah, it can still see you.
disadvantage. So that's not too bad.
Does a 17 hit you? Rolled a 19 and a 12, so. Dobby.
Yes, it does.
Okay. 4 piercing.
Okay.
And go ahead and make the con save.
Okay, con save. That's a 19.
Okay, you take 1 poison.
Gotcha.
Man, stout halflings.
So need
Only get one poisoned when it is involved.
I mean, it's
Well, that's not true.
it's a niche thing.
Oh, or
to-
being
to
scared.
lead.
Lucky.
Yeah, that's true.
True,
That's just halflings in general, though.
but I've never gotten like a crit fail.
Let's just see if this comes back up. Nope. Okay. Ball time. Straight roll. 23 to hit.
Yeah, 20 to hit thing.
Okay. 7 piercing. And make a con save, please. Okay, you take 6 poison. And then, who does it want to attack? Yeah, it'll go on Oriana again. Actually, was it going on Oriana? Who was it going on? Quinn, I think, right? No, who did it attack?
Which one? Because I know that I think the one that's down there.
Actually, yeah, it'll go on Oriana. Straight roll, 23 to hit.
I thought
Natural
it was
18. 9 piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And make a con save, please.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm at 1-8.
Still.
It actually does. It makes a difference. Actually, it makes
I
a
have 1 HP, so.
Okay. Failed it. So, 13 poison.
I'm out.
Okay.
And you are stable, but you are poisoned for an hour.
Yep.
Stable.
And you are paralyzed while poisoned.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not
So you are
Okay.
out,
the worst
restrained,
thing.
poisoned, which can be that weird face, and paralyzed, which
You
can
don't
be.
have like the Mr. Yuck face
I
icon
don't
here.
know.
You know, like
You have a lot of
the
shit.
old
Going.
poison.
You have a lot of shit happening to you. That's gonna be paralyzed.
yeah, that green face was, that looked like it was throwing up, or about.
That's
about
poison.
to, that
That's
was doing
poison.
all
Yeah.
poison
Okay.
things.
All right. That is their turn.
Okay.
Now it's these guys. He can't move closer, but he did get his. But would he care? I don't think so. He's just gonna move. 2. I just want to see. He's gonna, yeah, just gonna move up to you, Dobby, and attempt to strike you. Okay, well that was really good. Not so good, but I got an 18 and 11, 11 plus 5, 16 to hit you, Dobby.
Yeah.
6 piercing.
Ooh.
And automatically the poison's going through even with your constitution save. So you are also down, paralyzed, and poisoned.
Gotcha.
Paralyzed. Okay. The guy beside Baltaim, it's afraid of you. But it doesn't like being afraid of you. No, it won't attack you. It'll attack Sinric. Because it's afraid of you. Straight roll. Natural 20.
God.
Woof.
Okay.
So, 2 plus 2, 4. 7 piercing, reduced to 3.
Yeah.
And then, please make a con save. Cocked.
So, ooh, no, that's an 11.
You have
Inspiration.
Yeah, I'll use the inspiration. Is it a D6?
it's a D8.
8 now.
She's a big girl.
So
Okay.
that's a 15.
So yeah, you save against it. So 14 double, 28 half to 14 damage. 14
Oh
poison
my
damage.
god.
I rolled 2 7s on 2d8.
Definitely wanted that inspiration.
The one in front of Perry
Yup.
will attack. 15 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. 4 piercing.
Alright.
And make a con save, please.
15.
All right. 6 poison,
Okay.
and then the second one. That one misses as it
Okay.
attempts to strike you.
Hey,
All right, Perry, it is your turn.
Okay.
You are scared.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to cast. I can control it. I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere.
Okay.
I'm going to put it right here. There.
Okay, hang on. Let me get a great balls of fire for you.
Wait, is Flaming Sphere a spell attack? I thought it was a dex save.
Well, she can bonus action
It
ram
is.
it into something, I believe.
Yeah, but I don't know. My spells are kind of the stuff
Here,
I've
I'll
put
put
in
it
recently.
here,
is really
and I'll
weird.
give you access to it.
Okay.
Just give me a second. So, oops. I'm going to do this. Controlled by. Oh, right. You should be able to move it now.
Yeah, I've got control.
I assume you're having it like 5 feet off the ground.
Yeah, it's hovering.
Okay. So you watch as you cast it, the webs around it burn
Yep.
away.
Okay, and that was my action. So I've got no choice right now. I'm going to.
Oh, you also take. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, I take damage.
It's the start of your turn. 6 cold
Mm-hmm.
and 5 cold, so 11 cold damage.
Okay, so that kind of. Oh shit! I can't. And that's my turn.
You have your bonus
Is it my-
action, right?
Yeah.
You can
but
ram it,
still
I
have-
think. You can use your bonus action to move it back and like ram it into the thing.
Yep. And then that forces him to make a dex save.
Yeah, or he takes the 2d6 fire damage or whatever.
Okay,
it is.
well in that case, yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
going to ram it into
Which
I
one?
guess, this one.
okay, all right. So he makes a dex save.
Well, if they're both within 5 feet, they would end up both doing the deck save, right?
No, it's you. It's
Not if I hit them.
This is a targeted attack against a creature.
I think
They take.
if-
They
When
make
end
the
their
deck
turn
save.
the next time.
They'd make
If
the
they-
deck save if they are within 5 feet of it.
within 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is an actual attack. Like you're ramming
Yeah.
the fire into something.
This is
Okay.
her basically punching at the fireball.
14.
That is below my DC.
All right.
Yay!
So it does. Check, 'cause it didn't work properly. I don't know why this is doing a spell attack, so I'm just gonna do.
That's fine. I think it's 2d6, right?
Yeah, 12.
Yeah. Nice. Full damage.
Alright.
All right. Yeah.
Oof.
It hurts. Is the thing.
Yeah, that's
Burns
my.
so good.
All right. That is your turn. Oriana, you are down. Please make a death save for me.
I thought you said I was
No,
stable.
she's stable.
Bit of her stabilized.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said she was stabilized
Stable, but
because
she
the
was
poison brought her to 0.
paralyzed.
Yeah.
Stable but
right.
paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
Right. Okay. That's weird.
It does kind of make sense knowing what these creatures are.
You went down from the poison damage, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Then you're stable.
Yeah, I can become this creature, so I know what it does.
All right, Dobby, you went down from the
Yeah,
attack,
from the regular damage.
so you need to
Yeah.
make a death save.
Alright, cool.
All right, you succeed on one. Oh, but you fail one because you're in 5 feet of the cold damage. So you have one success,
cool.
one fail.
Wait, no, aren't I in 2 of them? Don't they both radiate cold damage?
No, just
no,
the cold.
just these
Just
ones.
one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the big gray ones, they're the ones that are like a walking fridge.
Got you. Okay. Thank you.
Sinric, you take 6 cold damage.
Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna carry on the trend. I'm going to recklessly attack this guy.
All right.
So let's turn this on. So that's a 13.
As you swing at it, it dodges out of the way.
Okay, well, I got another attack. So that one's a 16.
That hits.
Good lord.
All right, yeah,
really?
that takes it out as you swing at it, and then like curls up in the web with its like feet.
Ones in the
Yeah,
damage.
I like that.
And then you get your HP back.
Yeah.
Voltaine.
So this
Whatever,
guy here
however
is
many
in
HP.
range.
Well, you just used 2 attacks. Oh, you have
Yeah,
a
but
bonus.
bonus
That's
action.
right. Yes, he is within range.
Okay. So that guy. Oh nope, that's a miss.
So you swing and miss. All right, it's your turn. Quinn.
Okay. Yeah, only thing I can think to do is I mean, if I want to heal one or heal more than, because I got one more of the massive ones I can do.
Yep.
Let me ask this. Of the people standing next to me, is there anybody who looks like they are basically dead other than Oriana?
Harry.
Okay.
Me,
She's looking
Okay.
really bad.
I am very bloody.
You see, she's taken like multiple bite wounds, and she's
Mhm.
also like her lips are turning blue from the sheer amount of cold that is being projected her way.
Okay. Yeah, okay. In that case, I am going to reach over her and I'm going to cure wounds at... Yeah, I'm going to do this at 2nd level.
Okay.
So here comes hopefully a lot of stuff. That's
All right,
good.
17.
That's-
17.
That's a
That's
lot
good.
for me right now.
Yeah.
That's good.
I will
great.
take that. I will
All right.
be very grateful for that.
good rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All
Yeah,
right.
which is good because if I failed to heal her, I'm married to that woman. I would probably hear about it for the next week.
All right. Bonus
yeah,
action?
I don't really have anything.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Voltaime, you take.
I thought this guy's dead.
He is, but there's one other one that's right beside you and Perry.
Oh, I thought he. Okay. Right.
Yeah, no. this
6
one
cold
I haven't
damage.
killed is the problem.
So you take another 6 cold. All right. And it's your turn. Oh, I don't know why you have the fear on you. You should have the shroud or whatever it is there.
I'm always afraid.
Yeah.
of myself.
Because
Yeah.
we're all afraid right now.
Mm.
Let's see. I'm not really in for this thing here. So I'm gonna Misty Step. Bonus action.
Okay. So go ahead and put yourself where you'd be. I'll take the. You are no longer restrained, as you. As you manage to get out of the webbing and into this thing's face, or these two things' faces.
Let's go for some attacks
Okay.
on fuck face one.
Okay.
Bam.
You swing and it
13. That's gonna
it dodges the first swipe. More deft than you would think for such a large creature.
Yeah. Okay.
And that, I believe, does hit. Yep.
Okay. Okay. That's 12 damage, and it takes 5 necrotic damage as well.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
So 17 total. Okay. Nice hit. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that will be it for me.
Okay, and at the end of your turn, they are no longer frightened of you. Okay. This is their turn. So this one's gonna move into Perry.
Mm-hmm.
It's no longer frightened. This one's also no longer frightened. I believe it has it's going to turn and I believe it. Yeah, that one got it back. Okay. So, Voltaime, does a 19 hit you?
And 19 hits.
Okay. So this one turns and the webbing wraps itself around you as you are restrained again. And then it will move into here to get closer.
So as it goes to
It's
move
already in your range. It was already within 10 feet of you by being over here. That's within 10 feet of you. So it was in your
okay.
range, since the beginning. So
I assumed it was on the roof.
No, it was on the side of the. It had to be within 5 feet of Voltaime in order to have been hitting him in the first place. So it would have been within 10 feet of you.
Okay.
So it moves up.
Technically, this one did move within your range.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, but I didn't declare it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one next to Perry is going to strike. 6 and a 2 does neither hit. The one behind on you guys was attacking Sinric, I think, before. So natural 20.
Oof.
So 14 plus 3, 17 piercing, reduced to 8. And then con save, please.
So 23.
Okay, 12 poison damage. As it pierces into you. And then the one up here on Baltaim, you're restrained. Does a 16 hit you?
I was thinking misses.
Alright, it misses you as it tries to bite for you. Is their turn. These things. The next one is going to try to attack you, Baltaim. 17 to hit.
17 just hits.
Okay. 10 piercing.
Ooh, rough. Okay.
And make a con save, please.
Get that math wrong. Okay,
All right.
22.
You take 5 poison.
Good.
All right. This is no longer frightened. All right. The one in front of Perry doesn't seem to care about this ball, and they can't really move anywhere else, and they're trying to get their prey. So, is going to strike at you, Perry. Mm-hmm. 19 to hit.
Yep, that definitely hits.
All right. 10 piercing.
Eep.
And make a con save, please.
18.
Okay. And 4 poison.
Okay.
And make a concentration check. Concentration save.
18
All right.
again.
You're good. And then the second one goes to attack you. 21 to hit.
Yep.
5 piercing.
Uh-huh.
And go ahead and make the con save.
Nat 20.
All right.
For 22.
6 poison.
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay, so the sphere disappears.
Mm-hmm.
And you are stable, poisoned, and paralyzed.
Okay, quick question.
And still restrained.
Since this one attacked first,
Mm-hmm.
would it have technically ended
Yeah, I'll
its
say it. Yeah,
turn
it has
in
to
the
make
sphere?
it has to make the save. It's a dex save.
Yes,
Uh,
DC 15.
15 plus 3, so 18.
Okay, so
Does it take damage? Half damage? Yeah.
Half damage, so 2d6. So it takes 3 points of fire
All right,
damage before
nice.
my sphere disappears.
All right. Okay. Perry. Make a you don't need to make a death save, but you do take 2 death saves because you're within the cold damage of 2 of those spiders. Oh Jesus, guys. All right. Oriana, you are fine. Well, not fine, but Dobby, you take another death save, but make a death save. All right, 2 successes, 2 failures. All right, Cynric, you take nothing because you're fine. This one's dead.
I can't do much, so I'm gonna continue to recklessly attack.
Okay.
But this time I'm going to attack the spider that's behind us.
Okay, go ahead.
Where's my thing? Oh, nope, no, I don't.
Swing and like your halberd gets stuck into the side of the wall and you pull it back.
Let's try this again. So that's
You
a 12.
swing again, but the webs are just keeping you two locked up.
And that's a 14.
That hits.
Well, you know, that at least does 14.
Yeah, that's good damage. So it's looking real hurt. All right, that's your turn, Quinn.
Okay. So. Yeah, I am going to first, just so I can, stop some of this death save nonsense. I'm gonna mass healing word.
Okay.
again on all of us.
Okay.
So
Another
6
6
whole
for
hit
everyone.
points for everybody.
So
Okay,
you guys are
so-
awake, but paralyzed
Cannot
and
flip.
poisoned. So you're prone.
The paralyzed like a minute. Is that
Now, the paralysis lasts an
Paralysis.
hour, I
Hour.
believe,
Ugh.
Yeah, hold on.
someone's got to?
until the poison
Got it.
is gone from your system. Okay.
Okay.
And Dobby, you're also up,
Cool.
but you're paralyzed and poisoned.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
And, that was bonus action for that.
Yep.
And this is the one that Cynic's been mailing on?
Yeah, it looks real hurt.
Okay. I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to Sacred Flame that.
Okay. So it's a dex save, huh?
Yeah, DC 15.
Fails.
Then 13 radiant damage, right for its dumb
Fuck.
face.
All right. It also curls up and as the radiant fire licks across its body.
Nice.
All right. And that's your turn?
Yeah, still can't move, so I'm good where I am, I guess.
Okay, Beltane, let's see. 2 cold damage.
So, before Quinn healed me, I had 2 HP exactly.
You're welcome.
I was like, I realized my mistake in going over here.
Yeah, I was surprised when you misty stepped right into the place where I thought you would have misty stepped over on like this side.
yeah, I was thinking about I was gonna do something, but I was like, oh, right. I need health to like do actions.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah, you
so,
have that.
So go ahead. What's your play?
I'm going to.
You took a good chunk of the one in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna at least try to get that one away because it seems like it's
Okay.
fucking up everything. So I'm gonna try to get that one.
Okay, go ahead.
I have disadvantage though, right?
You do. Unless you want to use your
Ah.
action to break out.
No, that seems like false. Yeah, sure. Let's just.
The first one misses.
16
That hits.
for 14 damage plus 5.
Oh, 19
Nice.
damage. Oh, it's looking real hurt. Probably not going to last another strike.
Yeah.
That's it.
That right there. So,
Okay, that's your turn.
yep, that's the end of my turn. I can't move yet, but that's it.
All right. This one is going to go for Quinn.
Okay.
So. 16 to hit.
Nope.
All right.
Which guy went after Quinn?
The one right here.
Okay.
The one in front of you is going to strike you, Sinric. 16 to hit.
No, that misses.
All right.
Nice.
And then the one by Baltaim. 4 and a 6. Nope, doesn't hit.
Cool.
Next one's. This one's going to move. Actually, they can't really do anything. What would they do in this situation? 'Cause he can't get in there. Alright, I guess it's just gonna go for Perry. Attempt to eat her. 19 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. 6 piercing.
I'm out.
Okay. She goes down again. As you see this one spider begin gnawing on Perry. What would this one do?
Spider.
Well, this one's gonna... 1, 2, 3.
Were both of these on the ground?
Yeah. And this one's they're within 10 feet of you. Yeah. So this one, the one that just bit Perry, is within 10 feet of you. Yes.
Yeah. I'm just saying on this one, was that one on the ground or is this one in the air?
One of them's kind of up on a web,
Okay.
and crawling. The other one's on the ground.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this one's gonna try to move over to Baltaim. Are you going to swing at it?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
I'll be at disadvantage. That's a 13, crap.
Damn.
I'm gonna say maybe be glad that you missed that. Because the only other meal it had in front of it was Perry.
True.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can't get to Baltaim this turn.
Okay.
It can get to you, but it can't make an attack. It's gonna get to you, but it can't eat you.
How's it going?
And that's it.
That's where you misty step to the other side of the room.
He doesn't have it
only
anymore.
had stuff.
Okay, Perry,
Oh.
you take 1 death save for the thing that's in front of you.
Uh-huh.
That's it. You're stable otherwise. All right, Oriana, you are awake and paralyzed, but really can't do anything. So it's your turn. Dobby.
Yep.
Uh, You wait, weren't you supposed to be up? You got
He's
hit
up.
6 HP,
He is
Yeah.
but you're
Well,
just
wait,
paralyzed.
no, I'm paralyzed.
But he mass healing worded you, so you should have
Okay,
6
cool.
HP right now.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
up, but
no,
he's just
hold on.
paralyzed.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he'll just take
Let's
the
do
other.
it.
So
Yeah.
you're just gonna take the damage from the 2 things. And they'll probably go down
Okay.
again. So 4 cold from one,
Okay.
and 8 cold from another. As you go
Okay.
down again. So yeah. So you watch Dobby come awake, can't speak, and goes back to unconsciousness beside you, Baltaim. Cindric.
All right. I'm gonna try and get rid of the spider in front of me.
All right, do it.
So
That
that's
hits.
a 16. Oh, I forgot to add my divine fury.
To what?
So
The last to what?
Oh, to this attack. So that's 10.
Oh, just roll a d6.
And then- It's a +3. So
Okay, so
13.
13. All right, yeah, it's looking real hurt.
Okay, that's a 10,
No,
and that's a 25.
that hits.
So that's
And yeah,
an
you
8.
slam your shaft right into its mouth as it opens up to try to bite you, and it just goes right through the back of its head and pull out, and it curls up and is no longer
Down
for
with
this
his
world.
blood right now.
I just want to say I killed that spider with a shaft.
Yep. Anything else?
squished it.
I think that's your turn, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. By the way, you guys are no longer frightened, so not that it's made any difference, but just want to make sure that I take that off. If you notice. Okay. Quinn.
Yeah. Okay.
So that there's just 2 left that are in front of you, and then 2 menacing, or 3 menacing Baltaim.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I am going to first. I'm gonna bonus action, healing word, parry.
Okay.
Okay.
Just at level 1.
Okay, so she's 5 HP.
Uh-huh. And then yeah, I'm just gonna Sacred Flame the one that was trying to chomp down on her.
Okay. Yeah, the big guy. So,
oof, that's not much.
takes it.
Oh, nice. So 7 radiant for that guy.
Okay, he's looking hurt. It's not totally gone yet, though. That's your turn?
Yes. Bonus action. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, Baltaim. 2 cold
Okay.
and 3 cold.
Okay. I like that. I like those numbers.
Nice and low.
1 HP.
Ooh.
Okay. All right.
Are you going to join the Spider Slayer Club?
The one in front of you looks real
really
bad.
hurt.
Yeah.
But the one behind me, not
The
necessarily.
one behind you is has not been touched.
Yeah, he's fresh and clean.
Fresh, clean, yeah.
Ain't nobody dope as he.
Fuck. Okay.
As the warmth of the desert spills in from the open door into this room, offsetting sort of the cold frigidness of these creatures. It's an interesting dichotomy.
Okay. I'm gonna.
I have so many
I think
questions
that
on how they
this
fucking
is-
got here.
I think this is the.
They're
best
actually native to
choice.
the desert, so.
Huh.
I'm going to attack this one here.
Today I learned.
Okay, go ahead, attack it. That hits.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna use my aquatic shot yet.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that takes it out as you stab into it and slice. You just take it in half as it curls up.
Is this one been touched?
It does
No?
not look. It does not look hurt.
I'm
But it looks less
not
hardy than
hard,
than,
yeah.
than these
Yeah.
guys.
But I doubt I can one-shot it, so I'm gonna just try to go for the one
Okay.
that can radiate coldness. Let's see. God damn it. Yep.
All right.
Okay.
You go to strike, and the webbing just catches you, and you don't even get a swing off. That's your turn.
Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
All right. Yeah, I guess this guy's gonna try and like skitter up and around to Quinn.
All right.
And does an 17 hit you?
Sure doesn't.
Okay.
I'm
Nice.
Goes
beefy
to-
as fuck.
Try to strike you and is unable to. The one on Baltaim is going to attack. That hits. 21. So, 10 piercing.
Wow.
And then poison damage. I wonder how this works, because...
It's at the same time, is that what you're saying?
Well, it's at the yeah. It's if the poison reduces you to 0, but the other thing reduced you to 0. But then the poison's going in your system, so I would say that if it doesn't act while you're so you're paralyzed and poisoned.
Well, here's the question. I guess is, on being unconscious, you can still make con saves, right?
It's
With
but
that.
it's not. It doesn't.
Right. Oh, right. It's if it's reduced to 0.
Yeah, if the poison reduces you to 0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you save or not. The save is for the damage.
Right. Okay.
So yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Does your shroud stay up though? Is it?
It's not concentration.
Yeah. So okay.
It's not really doing anything.
I don't know. This is a hard one. This is like rules as written. It's not. But as intended, yeah. It wouldn't make sense if the poison doesn't work. Like.
Yeah,
Because the piercing took you down, like that the poison just magically doesn't take effect in your system wouldn't really make sense.
Right.
So, yeah,
if you just go by like nature and science and shit, then like
Both-
you'd have to go with that.
yeah.
Both damages happen at the same time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not a
that's what I'm saying.
question
So, like-
of...
Yeah. Okay, so you're down. Okay. All right. Okay. It is. One tried to hit you already. All right. You take 1 death save. But are otherwise stable. Okay. And then this thing is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back towards. This one. Just gonna move this out of the way. This one's gonna crawl over to try and attack. A 10 and a 9. It does not hit you. And that is that. Perry, you take 5 cold damage.
And I'm out again.
Alright. You fell unconscious one more time. But are alive. Alright. Oriana, you see everything happening or can't move your body. Dobby, you take 1 death save. I think you're back to like 3. So you just have 1 death save. Oh no, you don't. Sorry,
No,
the thing moved away.
okay.
So you're fine. You're stable.
Okay, cool.
Sorry. Sinric, you take 4 cold damage. But it is your turn.
This is where I should have went bear totem. All right. I'm gonna continue doing what I do.
All right, continue doing what you do. This
so
one
that's
looks
a
this one looks really hurt.
Which one?
The one in front of you.
Yep, I'm still gonna attack him.
Okay, yeah.
Recklessly, I might add.
Yeah. So straight roll.
Get it.
So that's a nat 20.
Oh
Nice.
yes.
So I'll
So-
double the dice. See what it is.
So that's a
Or whatever. I'll just take it. 22.
plus.
Wow.
Probably.
That's a
actually
9
was.
plus 2 plus 11.
Just keep
So
adding
that's
shit. Why not?
22, 33.
Yeah, you just
Wow.
and I'll just say, for the purposes of this, just because the nat 20, you literally rage and break out of the restraints, bringing your halberd down and cleave through this beast. You are no longer restrained, as you were able to break from the.
So that means my attacks have advantage
Your
now.
attacks do
Cindric
have
Mania is about to run
advantage.
wild.
And you
Okay.
can move.
So I'm going to use my reach to attack
Right.
this guy here.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see. These are at advantage now.
Yep, you are at
Wait a minute,
advantage
get
now.
That's off. So that one's a
That
23.
hits.
Oh, sweet.
Real high.
That one's for 13.
Oh man, it is on its last legs as you slam it through into the back
How about
of its
a 20?
carapace. That hits.
for another 7.
So you slam it into the back of its chest, and then as you bonus action with the butt end, you slam it upwards, and you just flip it up into the web, and it just curls dead.
Nice.
No,
And yeah, I'm gonna stay right here.
I
Okay,
don't usually
you're
love
staying there.
barbarians.
Okay,
but Cynric is
all right.
looking cute over there.
I
Looking
want
real
it to come
cute.
to me. It's
All
I'm
right.
staying here.
He gets his reaction when it walks
Quinn,
up. So.
it is your
Yeah.
turn. As you watch
Okay.
Cynric take out 2 of these things.
Hell
There's
yeah,
still
he
2
did.
left.
Yeah. Okay. First, I'm gonna do something that I've been wanting to do this whole dang fight, and I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Let's fucking bring the pain.
Okay, where are you placing your lovely hammer?
I'm gonna put it right here, between this ugly bastard and all of us.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put it here.
Yeah.
And I'll give you control of it. And all right, you should have control of it now.
I do.
Okay,
All right, so that's a 16 to hit.
that hits.
All right, and here comes the damage. Just doing this straight at level 2. 11.
All right, nice. As you whack it.
May with the smashy.
I'm doing my best. Okay, and now for my action. Come on. There we go. I would like to just stick with the classics. I'm gonna say could flame it.
It fails.
15 radiant damage.
Nice.
Ah!
All right. It, as the radiant flames lick up its body, all right.
Yeah.
Baltaim, you take another. Oh no, you don't.
I'm
So
fine.
You're good.
Fine.
You're just stable.
Stable. Okay.
All right. It is this thing's turn. So this is going to 1, 2. Actually, I just need to see one thing first. Why am I rolling that? Wrong one. Nope. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. As it's attempting to come closer to you. Are you striking it, Cynric?
Fuck it up, Cynric.
Get it.
Does it look hurt?
No, this one hasn't been hurt yet.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I'll hit it.
Smash.
Okay.
They're also weaker.
Yeah. Come on, man.
So
Hulk
that's a
smash.
25
That hits it.
for 12.
All right, you do 12 damage, and it cannot move any closer. But this one can, as it's this one's turn. Sorry. 2, and it's going to attempt to strike at Quinn.
Okay.
That definitely hits. Okay, so it was a 19 plus, so
Yeah.
7 piercing,
Okay.
and make a con save for me, please.
Sure. Here we go. 20. Dirty
All right,
20.
3 poison.
That's fine. And I'm going to Wrath of the Storm,
Okay.
Yeah.
because I haven't done that for a bit. That is 2d8. Lightning damage again. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
11.
All right. Nice. All right. That is its turn.
I take a death save.
You take a death save.
Heavy sigh.
Oriana, you take 5 cold damage.
Okay.
But you're still awake. Dobby, you're stable. Cynric, yeah, it's your turn.
Which one of these looks the worst?
They both look pretty bad.
Okay, well then I'll attack the big guy.
Okay.
All right, and it's going to be reckless as well.
Okay. Do
Yeah,
it.
bring it.
So that's a 21.
That. Well, can you roll with advantage?
Roll again. You might
Oh.
roll
You
again.
might. You
Yeah,
might
you're
not
restrained
20.
anymore, buddy.
Okay.
There
So
you go.
9 and 6, 15. Yeah, you just cleave you just cleave its head sort of off its body, and
Nice.
Can I just say, Sinric, you and I are making the greatest wrestling tag team in history
Yeah,
right now.
All right.
I've never
And
been
then
more
the
attracted
next
to
spider.
2 6'8" men. You know.
I'm just saying, we're better than fucking
That
Mighty
hits.
Boys right now. We're bringing it.
that hits.
Yeah.
So, okay, can I just can I reroll that attack so I can queue it without the Divine Fury damage and just use that damage?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
So
Okay.
that would have been 16.
All right.
That's
Uh,
nasty.
how would you like this fight to end?
Oh my
I just
god.
make I just want to rip the spider's legs off. Whatever one is closest to me, I don't care which one.
Okay, so I'll
But there's
say
going to be spiders being delegged
as
at this
it's
point.
as it's attempting to crawl closer to you, you just go low and sweep your halberd across, and you get four of its like front sort of mandibles, its legs, as you cleave them in half, and as it like falls down to the ground, sort of like unable to crawl, you just bring your halberd up and right into the skull of the creature, as it and finally all lies still.
Stupid fucking spiders.
I fucking hate
And I'll
them
just
so
say,
much.
at this point, Quinn, you're just able to break yourself. You pull
Okay.
yourself free
Well-
with Sinric's help.
I
Yeah.
can use my bonus action to try and attack the webs.
Yeah, you could,
I need to
Hold
hit
still,
more
this might get
things.
nasty.
but you manage to pry yourself out,
Okay.
and see the battlefield before you.
Okay.
But you hear
Um,
nothing else moving in this, and you take a good look around to just to make sure, and you see no other creatures.
Welcome.
That's amazing. Okay.
So,
Is
how do we
anybody
claim
like-
payment for this?
I think first we need to make sure that all of us that would want to be paid can actually get up and walk there. So hold on. Right. Shut up. Does anybody that is down look dead down or like?
Everyone,
I look-
so
they're
like
all
I'll
just-
say you walk around to everyone.
Mhm.
Everyone is breathing. It
Okay.
doesn't look like they're labored, but it looks like their bodies are locked up in like almost like a rigor mortis. They're just locked in place, like they won't be able to move. And just thinking about this, it's likely the way that the poison works is when the prey goes down, it locks them in place for easy feeding.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess what I'll do then is I'll start clearing out some of these spider bodies from the walkway, just kind of like trying to move them out the way.
Okay, yeah,
So
I'll
I
say
can-
I'll say you like pile. I'll say like you pile them like over.
And
there.
this way I can go try and, put Davi like underneath one of my arms and try to put like, try to carry Ball at some point.
Okay, so I'll say you clear the bodies out of the way, and you can start moving. I'm gonna move us to a different area because this is all RP now.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm just trying to, pick up Davi like underneath an arm, and I'll try to do something to help, carry Ball.
Okay, so you're picking up Dobby. That's fairly easy. Ball is a 7-foot tall man. So with
Yep.
carrying Dobby, it's not going to be as easy. Again, they're both paralyzed. So if you think of like dead weight, I know you're strong, but make a a general strength check.
Here's what I'll do instead. I'll carry Dobby, but how big is that shawl that I bought?
It's like a shawl for your head.
Okay, so then what I'll do
Like
instead
it covers
is
your.
just
It
take
was
off.
to cover your head so that the sun didn't like beat down on your
Okay.
head.
I'll take off my cloak and I'll roll Ball like on my cloak and then
Mhm.
just like
Drag him.
behind
Okay,
me.
yeah, I'll say you can do that fairly easily enough. So you use it as like a makeshift like slide so that you can like
Yep.
just pull him along. So yeah, you have him.
So I'm just gonna start trying to drag him like outside the building. So I mean,
Okay. So
That
you
way, if
drag
there are
you drag
any more
Baltaim.
spiders,
Yeah, you drag Baltaim and Dobby outside the building. I'll say you put them in like the shade of like where the sun is currently beating down. You put them in like the shade of the building where they're not just going to be roasting in the sun. And you have them sort of facing upwards so that they can breathe properly. But they're still unconscious, stable but unconscious.
All right. While he is doing that, this paralysis, do I have a feeling that lesser restoration would sort that out?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to use that on. I'm going to do Oriana.
Okay. So Oriana, he casts the spell on you, and you feel your body be able to move again.
That was the worst thing ever.
Yeah, that was some hot fucking garbage.
We are getting paid double for this.
Yeah, an argument will be made for that. Hazard pay is going to be a thing that is considered whenever we find out who is paying for all this nonsense. That was entirely too many spiders for one building. There should be like a hard limit of spiders per building.
3 spiders per building.
Yeah, see, I'm saying.
And anyone
put
who
it in the
wants
building
to
code.
anyone who wants to make a intelligence check.
I will try that.
intelligence check. I
Yeah.
suck at those, so of course I want to make one.
Oh, 8.
That's an 11.
10.
Sinric and Quinn, I'll just say it like it wasn't very hard. Given the nature of these creatures, and just the massive amount of webs and must and dust in this place, you get the idea that originally whatever crawled in here probably was singular in nature, and it just hasn't been touched in so long that it's been constantly breeding and breeding and breeding, and had kind of created its own little brood in this building that eventually would just like infest. And it's you kind of think like it's a good thing someone dealt with this, because this could have expanded to potentially other buildings in the city. But it was likely a one-off creature. Like, just thinking about it, it's probably something that came in maybe from outside the walls, snuck in, and made its home here, as this was an abandoned place, and it looked
Those people
to
that buy
stay here to
exotic
just
pets.
survive and grow its kin, basically.
You know who I blame for this? Spider King.
It's clearly those people.
Not
with
Tiger
exotic
King,
pets.
Spider
No,
King.
Spider King.
Yeah.
They get too big, can't handle them, so they release them in a
2,000 gold
random
for a
house.
You get that notion kind of looking around, and as you guys are kind of like
I'm
taking a
gonna
breather.
Go ahead and healing word myself because
Okay,
I am at
that's
1
fine.
HP.
Yeah, you
Well,
get
screw
your
you,
healing.
buddy. I'm over here at 0 on the ground.
I'll get to you
take
in a second.
moment, you take a breath, and you are thankful that in the end you managed to pull it together and handle these creatures. Thankfully, that could have been a lot worse, and that is where we're going to take our break for the evening.
Yes.
Now, excuse me while I go crap my pants.
Yeah.
So I feel like
that was an
Sinric
interesting
and Quinn
fight.
need some
I
tag team
don't know.
champion belts. I'm just saying,
Unfortunately,
'cause-
they rolled really well and got before all of you guys. Otherwise, I think that would have gone quite a bit differently if they hadn't.
Maybe.
Yeah, they took me out on the first round of combat.
Yeah.
I didn't last much longer.
They
It's
were-
unfortunate, and they kind of corralled you in, so you didn't have a
Yeah.
lot of options. But
Yes.
Well,
she
I mean, the
Interesting.
corralling works to my
Things.
advantage.
it works to your advantage, but not your spellcasters and everyone else's. Anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, I
And not the
wanted to push him
squishies.
back,
Not the
but-
squishies. Doesn't help with the squishies.
well, you survived to fight another day. So we will be back in just a few moments. We're just gonna grab some drinks, go to the restroom, and we will be back in just a short moment. Stick with us, and we'll be back. Thanks, guys.
We
All
got
right,
someone.
we are back and ready to get back into it. So, as we left off, the group had just finished up clearing out the pest problem. The pest problem. And Oriana was brought back from the poison paralysis. Perry is still down on the ground, and the other two have been taken outside. So,
Yeah, while Perry is down and I'm standing right there by her, I would, because I'm out of anything I can do to do restoration or anything, but I can at least make sure that people get to wake up later. So I would use my last 3 first level spell slots to do cure wounds on all 3 people that are down.
okay, so you wake them basically all up.
Basically, yeah, they will
Okay,
have
so go
hit
ahead and
points after
roll
this wears
the
off.
roll the HP for each of them.
Thank you.
All right, so that's
So
Perry.
6 for Perry.
Yay! No longer
Baltaim.
a dead person.
Okay, 12 for Baltaim.
And 6 for Dobby.
6 for Dobby.
See, he loves me the most. That's what he said.
All right, so you are all awake, but paralyzed. What are the other 3 of you doing?
I'm wondering. Okay, where in the city are we again?
You're on the very west side of town, in the sun-kissed circle. So out at the top ring of the city,
Okay.
on the very western side of the city, or close to the
Okay.
western side, like northish western.
Okay.
I
Around
know
that.
if this poison wears off over time or not.
You don't know?
Can I
Is
make a medicine check?
Go ahead. As you start to look over, like Perry and the others. Yeah,
18?
it's probably just there to keep prey docile for a period of time. Probably just long enough to devour it.
okay.
Well, unless any of you have additional means of unparalyzing these friends of ours, suggest that we maybe wait until they are able to walk on their own.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I think we might get a few questions.
Yeah, I'm entirely tapped out. Is there anyone around maybe that, I don't know, maybe there's a doctor or something, someone that could maybe get them back on their feet sooner than having to wait for it to wear off? Because I'd like to not have to babysit 4 paralyzed people, or 3 paralyzed people.
You don't want to take a moment to maybe rest up and, catch our breath, so to speak?
I
We
mean,
may
I'm not
want
saying
to,
I don't want to, but I want them to be able to, move about faster than.
or we decide to rest in someone else's property with a bunch of dead creatures. We may want to flag down a guard and find out, where to turn in these jobs from the board.
Yeah, there's that too. But in the meantime, I would like to see if we can at least get them back on
You
their
look
feet.
for the guard with the yellow exclamation point over his head.
Yeah.
And
Well, no,
you
it'll
say
be the
that is-
question mark. It'll be the question mark.
No question. That's true. The question.
Ah,
mark.
adventure.
Yeah, it's been
Thank
years.
you for collecting 27 spider legs.
So we just look for that guy. Okay. Yeah. Can I try and flag down a guard or something?
There doesn't look to be a guard in this area. You're probably gonna have to walk out.
Okay.
This is like a very warehousey, like storage unit kind of area. Like it doesn't seem like heavily trafficked.
Right.
You notice
Okay.
that coming in here.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Likely why how these creatures were able to infest.
Okay. Shot in the dark. Is there maybe a wheelbarrow or
Carrying a
an
wheelbarrow.
unclaimed cart or something?
Make
a dolly or
Make an investigation.
I will do that.
You might not want to travel with the paralyzed bodies. It might look weird and suspicious. Can I find a wheelbarrow to put them all in?
I caught my
13.
friends around.
Bring
I'll
out
say
Jedi!
you go back in the you kind of go back in the warehouse itself. You see a carpet. You see some barrels. You see some crates. You don't see a cart or wheelbarrow.
Okay. Just trying to figure
You
out
see a
ways-
chest, like a a big trunk, I'll say. Not a chest, but like a trunk.
Okay.
So, are we looking to cart these people around until they wake up?
If I have to go try and.
They're
look for someone
awake
to
and they're
help
like
them.
staring at you. They're just like,
Yeah, Perry's just like laying on the floor with her eyes like this big around, darting around like terrified.
Yeah.
Harry, if you can respond to me, move your eyes back and forth.
Perry just glares.
They're
Her
fully
eyes are trying
paralyzed.
to narrow, but like you can't move the muscles, so she's like,
What?
There's just that old.
Maybe we
intense.
should have used that spell against maybe Baltaim because he's tall and heavy.
Well,
Oh, thank you, Sinnock. Thank you so much.
I thought
Well, you'd be
maybe.
easy to carry around.
Well, I thought maybe doing it on the person who could help us heal people, just in case we needed it to get them back up faster or something, would be.
"Oh, I can do that."
Well, the good news is that I did not get a chance to use very many spells, so I am not necessarily ill-equipped.
So, how about you take ball and I'll try and round up the other two.
I can try.
So you guys are literally gonna drag them.
I guess across the city.
I mean,
city.
hold on. My idea was if we could find a thing to put them in to move them, like to
Right.
Well, like I said,
street,
you
so we're not
that's what
leaving
you
them behind.
that's what you found in the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have
so,
3 people
I'll
Yeah.
tell you,
that you're
I'll
going to
tell you-
have to drag.
yeah,
I was
in
gonna-
that case, I'm not. I don't want to do that anymore.
I'll tell you
I-
what. If you're hell-bent on going now, I will use my spell to put some in the dome, and they will be safe. They might not necessarily be comfortable. I'm not sure how well, it wasn't comfortable when I was paralyzed, but they will be safe. I will be with them. I will watch out. I will keep an eye and make sure they are okay.
I mean, I was just gonna put Dobby in the sack and carry Perry.
Football, carry him.
I mean, he only weighs like what, 30 pounds? I got
Right,
50
but
feet of
he-
rope.
yeah,
He
well-
weighs more than
He
30
does
pounds.
not weigh 30 pounds.
No,
He
Dobby.
is.
He's not a dog, man.
He's
I-
much
I weigh-
bigger than
I
my
weigh
pug, and
48
my pug weighs
pounds,
25.
I weigh 48 pounds.
See? That's not
Yeah,
that much.
Not that much.
All right.
All right, let me ask
There's
this
no
question.
way you
DM.
only weigh 48 pounds, dude.
He doesn't have anything on him either. I mean, he might.
I don't have anything. I weigh 48
No,
pounds.
You're 4 what? You're 4 something, right? Or 3?
No,
what are
I'm
you?
3'1".
3'1". Okay.
Yeah, halflings are only like 30 pounds. Like a basic halfling's 30 pounds.
Well, okay.
Yeah. I'm a
I mean,
stout halfling, so that's why I added like the.
I don't know.
the
I think
extra
of
18.
like my niece, and she's like 4 years old, and she's like that
Yeah.
small, and she's already like 30 something pounds.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about our daughter.
And you're like
she's-
built, like
Yeah.
you're a stout halfling.
See?
So
There's no way.
like the
you
fact that you
40
weigh
pounds.
less than my husky makes no sense to me. That makes absolutely no sense.
Definitely doesn't make
Yo,
any sense.
man, D&D logic.
That's broken logic.
Yeah.
Are you sure you did
Well,
the
anyway, I'm
multiplier
retconning
right?
that you weigh more than that because there's
More
no
than
way.
48
Like,
pounds,
Fucking
okay.
no
We'll
way.
figure out the math.
No
at
way
some
you still
point.
weigh less than Nova. Like no way. Not not a chance.
Me, ladies and gentlemen, no way you weigh less than my dog.
Seriously, she's fucking heavy.
Alright, DM.
Yeah. All
Would
right.
I, a sensible sensible tiefling girl who grew up in a city, know that it is quite strange to see 3 people walking around with 3 stiff bodies?
Yes. I mean, you don't need to be a sensible girl from a city. Like, you just have to have basic
Harry
common sense.
would know better than that.
Not think that this is a good idea for us to walk around with the bodies.
I mean, you don't know. Like, you're probably not going to get arrested. You're just going to get some looks and probably some questioning from people.
We're not going to get
Also,
the kind of...
you know, dragging Baltaim behind you in a cloak along the ground is probably going to be pretty uncomfortable and might
I was
end up
gonna let Quinn deal with Baltaim. I was going to deal with Dobby and Perry.
Quinn is less strong than you are.
Yeah, dude.
I was going to take the two lighter ones.
That doesn't really make a difference the way you think it does.
I want to take the 1.5 person, so I don't have to take the 1.5 person.
Yeah.
If you stack Perry and Dobby on top of each other, I don't even know if they come up to ball time.
Yeah.
Why is waiting out of the question?
It's not. What I was trying to do is figure out if there is a way.
I'm starting to set up my Scarlet.
Shut up. Let me explain. What I was trying to do is if there was a way to basically find someone that could help just in case and not leave everyone behind. I wanted to do that. That's why I thought maybe I could.
You could. You just might have to walk. You might have to walk like 15, 20 minutes to like get to a more populated area where guards patrol that area to see them. So that's 15. But like I'll just say that's 15, 20 minutes going to get someone, and then 15, 20 minutes for them to come back. You're getting close to an hour. So you can do that.
So,
but
that's what I'm saying is because I could not find anything to actually transport to bring them along with because of the distance that would need to be traveled to even find someone that could potentially help. I don't want to do that thing anymore. So
let's cast the Sanctum, and then we'll go and find a guard and flag like a guard down.
Okay,
or just cast the Sanctum and let's just sit and wait it out for a little bit.
Yeah, so you watch as Oriana begins casting this new spell that you have not seen. As she are you doing it inside the building or on the outside?
No. Outside.
Okay, so I'll say you do it outside, just off to the side of the building. And you begin casting, and you begin drawing the runes on the ground. And after 10 minutes, you watch as this dome shows up around her.
It'll reflect the colors in the area. So
and it's like a sandy color. And you guys are inside, and thankfully, even though the sun is sort of bearing down at this point, you feel shaded and relatively like it's very like mildly temperate in here.
I'm gonna drink some of my fruit juice that I bought.
Okay.
I'll start playing my violin for Song of Rest.
Okay.
It was supposed to be, refreshing and help against the heat.
All right. So anyone who wishes to, as you spend an hour kind of just taking stock, you are welcome to use up some hit dice. You get a short rest. And those of you paralyzed at the end of the hour feel your stiff muscles start to untense. It's very uncomfortable. You're quite sore, but you manage to pull yourselves up and sit up and are able to use your body again.
We did.
Double checking here.
Song of Rest gives you a d6, an extra d6. So Oriana, go ahead and roll a d6.
Is that people got the short rest on this?
Those creatures.
Yeah, everyone who gets you roll 1d6, Oriana.
Yep.
And
I was trying to see if it was per hit dice or if it was just.
No, it's once. Per hit dice would be very broken.
Yeah, a little bit.
So all of you get an extra 3.
Cool.
I'm almost back up to full with just 2 hit dice.
I used 1 hit dice and I am at full.
Yeah, you rolled almost max on your
both times.
Yeah.
One was an 11, one a 12. I like those rolls.
Shame those weren't level up rolls.
Yeah.
Right?
That would have been delightful.
Well, okay, question, DM. I mean,
Yes.
for the people who are paralyzed, we can't
You're
do the
resting.
hit dice, right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're an hour of doing nothing. You're not being eaten anymore. You're not in a perilous situation. You're just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
And you all have to listen to Oriana play the violin, so,
So just remember to take the
God's
extra.
help
You
all
get the
of us.
extra 3.
Gotcha.
I'm only gonna do 2, so I don't have to worry about
Yeah.
losing.
Remember the extra 3 hit points.
I'm almost tempted to roll a performance check just to spite you, Chad.
Roll
I
a
wouldn't
roll a
recommend it.
performance check.
Do
Let's
it.
see.
Do it.
Do it.
You said you wanted to.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, it's pretty
18.
good.
18
Wow,
's
for
not
once
bad.
you don't suck at playing the violin. Way to go, buddy!
Ooh, Dobby, having a rough
Yeah.
time there.
Oof. Bobsworth, middle name.
I mean,
Hans,
technically-
what is wrong?
I mean, okay, wait. No,
How
but
are
that's-
you looking,
yeah, I
Dobby?
can't do that.
How you looking, Dobby?
Dobby is. I mean, I'm pretty fine, dude.
Okay.
Healing hand.
So
Okay.
let's see, that was one,
Dobby,
2,
healing
3,
hands.
4.
You're healing handsing him? Okay, so you get 5. You get another 5 hit points, Dobby.
Got you.
And did you take the 3 from the Song of Rest?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool. All right. So you all feel rested after this encounter. Your compatriots, you see them coming out of the paralysis and moving around again, and you realize, okay, this was a short time. You have, it's probably about getting close to noontime at this point. You have the day before you.
Okay.
So shall we go and collect on these spiders?
Yeah,
Pests?
Fenric, if you
Indeed,
could help
yes.
me lift at least one of them, so we have proof that we killed them.
Should we really carry a spider through
I
the
have a
city?
top. I was gonna roll it up and,
I mean,
half of one on.
They're
Very big.
quite large
Okay.
creatures.
It wasn't a good idea
I bought a large like insulated.
Yeah, but these
tarp, I
things are
thought, right?
like.
I don't know. Did
These
you?
things are like a
Yeah,
small
I
car.
did, but I didn't know how like big
I'll-
it is. I guess.
Why
go
don't
inside and like chop off
Yeah, a
like
leg.
Right, yeah, I'm
spider
saying.
legs.
I'm saying,
Okay, yeah,
So
so
like,
you
get
chop
two
head or
kinds.
something.
Okay, you
So
chop
that way I
off.
have
yeah.
2 legs, one of each kind.
Okay, so yeah, you
like
chop
a-
you chop off a
Sorry,
couple of
that's
legs.
just
Okay.
And
Well,
you
there's a smaller
bring your
one. Are
pack.
they the same size? Or
They're
both-
large. They're both large
They're
creatures.
big. They're
Yeah.
big creatures. It's just
Was
not
there
gonna-
Spiders
carpet
the
in there
size
too,
of a
you said,
horse.
right?
There is a carpet in there. It's a fairly large
Can we
carpet.
roll? Could we roll
You
something into the
could.
carpet?
You're gonna be carrying
don't
something
need to
large.
I just
in a
Team,
carpet.
I just don't think we need to carry a big
We-
carpet full of spider.
I mean, we have the legs. I mean, unless you'd like to carve them up for dinner later. I mean,
I'm gonna
No, I just the way
I'm gonna
usually
use-
it works.
use
I'm-
prestidigitation to like make a visual of the spider
Okay.
as one of the effects, and I was like, we have multiple ways of proving this.
Oh, well, I guess.
We could
but
also just,
If we
bring
take-
someone to the spiders as opposed
That's
to bringing
true,
the
but
spiders
that's-
to someone.
I'm not carrying a rug full of spider. It's just not happening.
No,
I mean,
let's not.
it wasn't a
Spider
bright
legs.
idea to carry you guys. It's not a bright idea to carry
Yeah, I
something.
heard that. We're not
much
dragging
bigger.
me across any floors. Thank you.
Well, I was gonna carry you, not drag.
No, he wanted Baltaim to be dragged like a sack of refuse.
He's heavy and large. I mean, could you think of a better way?
To not.
I mean, I think that the way we handled this worked just fine. Thank you.
I just know we had other things to do, so I didn't know if we want to wait for such thing.
I mean, we don't have that much today.
At least if we go and claim the gold, we'll be able to put deposits down on what we need to traverse the desert.
Right. I say we just go ahead and we go flag down the nearest guard we can find and ask them where we have to go to turn in this job we've done and get paid, and see if we need to bring any sort of evidence of the pests we've removed. And we just go from there. We should be able to just walk out to the street through this and maybe find someone.
I mean, I'm not opposed to the spider leg situation as long as we're not carrying the whole thing.
Oh, I'm still bringing the legs with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Because
just
them's
saying
good eating.
the usually a proof of,
This is
of
disgusting.
kill is usually standard proof of kill.
I mean, are they good eating?
You don't know.
I would
Please don't
assume-
try. That thing poisoned us and made us unable to move. We do not need you, our biggest and strongest person, suffering from such effects.
So you guys are walking
Right.
out to the more populated area.
Yeah, I would like to
Yeah.
walk to the street and try and flag
Okay.
down a guard and be like, hey, how do I get paid for the things I've murdered?
Yeah. So about 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later, you come out into the more populated area where you see the foot traffic of the city walking by. And after a few minutes, you do manage to flag down a guard. And you tell them that you handled the pest problem. And it takes a moment, but he goes, I know that. And you walk him back to the warehouse, and he surveys the scene, and he just basically says a good job, and he writes you a writ that he hands over to you that says this job has been completed. And he says, just take it to the bounty hall. They'll provide you payment once you get there.
All right, thank you,
was
sir.
easy.
Yeah, quite.
I'll
Well,
get
do we
my
know what the
I'll get
bounty
my
hall
other
is?
compatriots to help me clean this up. But thank you for your service to the city.
I'm glad we could help. Now, next time someone says get rid of a pest problem, though, and this is just a critique on the job that was put up, maybe pass word along to be a mite more specific on the kind and size of pest. Because had we known we were going to be attacking spiders the size of horses, we might have proceeded differently with our endeavors. Just
I'll try to make
friendly
sure
advice.
whoever owns this building is aware of your request.
Yeah, just friendly advice on future jobs. But anyway, thank you very much, and then just we will go to the place and get the monies.
Okay, so another couple of hours back to the Shaded Valley. You head back to the Amber Garrison HQ called the Bounty Hall, and head inside and go to the main desk and hand over the writ. And you are told, "Oh yes, job well done. Here you go." And you hear like a ka-ching, and an opening, and then you see a sack of coin placed on the counter. Ching. That should be the 500 gold that was offered for the job.
Well, thank you. And now, does the size of pest have any sort of bearing on any sort of hazard pay for this, or is this just a flat rate for
There
pest
were
extermination?
A lot of spiders.
I,
Like a
They
lot
were-
of
that was the
spiders?
job, was to handle whatever was in the building.
Right, asked and answered. All right, thank you.
Oh, but
And-
you're the ones who put in the request for lost property.
I did, yes.
Yes.
We managed to track down a vendor who is selling swords with naked ladies on them.
That is some of what we were looking for, yes.
Yes, a merchant on the west side of town is selling them. I believe the pair, a sword and a dagger for 100 gold. It's a fair deal. You are not to harass this merchant, as they purchased this property fairly from, unfortunately, whoever took it from you, and we will try to find that culprit. But you will have to procure it back from the merchant.
I see.
Understandable.
She like writes down on a piece of paper the merchant name, hands it over to you.
Okay, cool. And they didn't happen to say they were selling any other weapons of any kind that may have been mentioned in the...
No, it was
Sure.
just those
Just the two.
items. Yeah, just those.
That's better.
We haven't
That's
found
better than what I thought. So.
any of the
Yes.
other items that you've asked us about. It's likely the more rare item may be harder to find, as it may not be on the street. But we'll continue to look, and if we hear anything, you're welcome to check back, and we'll let you know.
All right, we will do that. Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for that.
Of course.
And so now that was 500 for the job.
Yep. So you got 500 gold for your party.
Okay.
And that could be used towards, renting what we need for the desert, and like any
Yes.
supplies, whether it be like barrels of water or stuff like that.
Yes. We don't have a party loot, so for now I'm just gonna.
I did. I created one for you.
Yeah, we have one.
I didn't
There's
I'm
one in
sorry, I
there.
didn't see it.
Yeah, it's
I'm
at the very
blind.
top.
I'm totally blind. Never mind. I got this. So,
It's just empty because everything we had in there was on the cart.
all right. So we're good then.
Is there like another bounty board in here?
No,
Or
it was the
is-
one that you originally
Okay,
saw.
that's the only one. Okay.
Okay.
And right
Cool.
now, like, there are like little jobs like courier, but it's like for a gold here, or like need a it's not really a bounty board, it's more like a job, like a just general job board. There is another one for there's There's another one for like a like a cleaner, like someone to help like sweep a shop. There's another one for actually a recent one that you see posted, a sketched picture of the man that you saw and dealt with in the magic shop, and it says, "Have you seen this man? Any information as to his whereabouts, or if you can tell us where he is, we will give 500 gold." And they have the name Grindel on the bottom. And then there is another writ on the board that says bounty for butcher, 20,000 gold if you can bring him in.
Double what I saw last.
Do they have do they have like a poster of him? Like I know I gave the
They do
minor
not.
image
They
description.
just have they have a they have like a general description of him, but it's more just a man named Butcher. Any information as to his whereabouts, there will be some payout. But if you are able to give a location or bring him in, 20,000.
Yeah, Dobby's just looking at the 20,000 and it's like he's just laughing, like very uncontrollably right now. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So,
Care to share whatever is particularly funny about the job board there?
No, yeah, 21,000 gold right there. I'm just saying they should have added a couple more zeros on that one.
I see.
well, since there's really nothing here for us at this point, might make our way west and have a couple people procure what we need for supplies.
Right. I say we go over to that other shop, get what's there, and then we can work on getting what else we need to make our journey. Because Baltame, you wanted to go and check out something before we head down and look into that issue for Lex and company. So we start with getting what we can first.
Okay, so where are you heading?
I think I would actually want us to go ahead and head to that shop where Dobby's stuff is, if we could make it there before.
Yeah.
Completely
You
closed.
you can make it back to the west side, and it'll be a couple of hours to get there again. But you can make it over there and easily get there before anything closes.
Okay, then yeah, I would want to get us all over there first.
Okay, so you head back to the west side, but this time you're more going to like the true, like you were more like a little northwest before. You're more like west, like south, a little southwest, and you find like a small market with a lot of just sort of stalls open-aired stalls, selling all different kinds of things, fruits, clothing, jewelry, all different. And you find sort of this shop that sells a lot of sort of like decorative things. And this is the shop that you're there to see. And you see on display, on like a stand, are the sword, very finely polished and shining, is the scimitar, and underneath of it, on like a shorter, it's like a double stand, on the like the shorter portion is the dagger, also very finely polished. They actually look like they've cleaned it up and sharpened them, and are selling them for display.
And it's just a flat rate of 100.
Yeah, for both.
Okay.
So
Well,
you see the shopkeeper, and he says, "Hello, interested in something?"
Might it?
Yes. Go ahead, Senric. I'm
I
sorry.
was I was going to try and say something before we talk to the shopkeep.
Oh,
but
go ahead.
if we're already engaged, I
No,
was
go
just
ahead.
going to say,
Go ahead.
might be wise to maybe kind of lead with the truth and, offer to buy them at cost before buying them for the flat 100.
They're customized. I just want to let you know that.
No.
Well,
take him for what
no,
he's
at
offered.
cost for like what he paid for them. Explain their stolen weapons, stuff like that.
He paid nothing for them. He won them in a card game.
No, he's talking about the
Oh,
the
what
shop-
he paid for. Oh, yeah. I got
Yeah,
it.
what the shopkeep paid.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if he's charging 100 gold,
That
we're lucky
doesn't
to-
mean he bought them for 100 gold because
We
he
can-
has to make a profit.
We can try. We can explain to him what happened and see if that will lower the price. If not, and I'm going to look at Dobby when I say this, let's do our best to not piss off the person and make the price go up suddenly because they are not our biggest fans, eh? We'd
I'm-
like to
I'm-
get these back.
Gonna eyeball
I'm guessing.
Quinn at that statement.
Yeah, I know the hypocrisy of this. I as a player, completely recognize the hypocrisy of this statement. I'm just saying.
Hi, my name is Quinn. I'm a hypocrite.
So you guys head over to the stall, and
Yeah.
he says, is there something you're interested in?
Excuse me, sir. Those are 2 blades over there.
Oh, yes. Fine blades. Good for any
we have-
display. A bit interesting. The
That
hilts.
We had talked to the guard, and they had said you were putting these on display. I understand your price for them is 100 gold.
Yes.
However, these were stolen off my friend, and I would hope maybe we could work a little bit, maybe down from 100, maybe 80 if you could understand our plight. He got robbed in the middle of the night, and those blades
Stolen. Oh, well, the person I bought them from seemed to be not using them anymore. Said they were a little scuffed up and
Right.
didn't need them.
I understand your situation in this, your point of view. Just,
Make up persuasion.
right.
Oh fuck!
I'm sorry,
Yikes.
but I paid a fair bit for these blades, and I need to turn a profit myself. I don't exactly, and he points at his small stall. I don't exactly hold one of the largest shops here in the city, and I thought someone would come by and be quite interested in them. I have already had a couple of potential buyers who have made their interest known, but I told them that it's first come, first serve. So
Immediately, when
Understand.
Dobby hears that, he's like, no, please. Sir,
100
Okay.
gold.
okay, those. And he's like, can I just talk to you real quick?
Your friend has talked to me.
I'm already putting out.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
let's
can.
pay the man.
Yeah.
Maybe I can be of assistance here.
No.
We will
no.
gladly pay the 100 gold, and in return, could you at least tell us the name of the person who sold them to you?
Well, I don't tend to ask all name. Do you want me to take all of your names as you buy these from
It's
me?
quite alright. Thank you, sir.
Could
Kindly.
you
I don't
perhaps
know
just-
his name. I'm sorry. It was a man.
That's fair. That's
he
fair.
had dark hair, brown eyes, I think. Bit of facial hair.
I will approximate that look with prestidigitation, something like this.
Prestidigitation is not minor illusion.
Doesn't do that.
Yeah, you
mine.
can't do that with prestidigitation.
Dobby
Says
has
I can
minor
make an
illusion.
image.
Yeah, but it's not
Wait.
like your minor illusion.
It's not like minor illusion.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
make an image that, you know.
It's like you can make pretend fireworks or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
An illusory image that can fit in your hand and last until the end of your next turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be hard to make a
Man's head and
A
face.
Yeah.
detailed
I feel
bust.
like unless you're familiar with the object or person, even with minor illusion,
All right,
you
then
can't make it.
I don't do it.
Yeah, I'll say
Yeah.
you try, but he's just maybe.
100 gold is quite
Has
fair.
this man sold these
Okay,
to
so you
before?
pass over the 100 gold.
Well, it's not my choice. I mean, it's in the
Oh,
group.
okay. I'm just asking if you guys are passing over the 100 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hand over the 100 gold, and he says, very good. And he, like, wraps up in nice fabric the blades and the stand, and he says, I hope you'll enjoy this.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. Pleasant travels to you. And then he goes, and there's another customer that's, like, coming along, and he's showing them some other trinket that he has in his stall to make
Is
sale.
this like an open air market type area?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's a stall.
yeah, he's got a stall. There are a couple of, like, stalls next to him.
Right. Is there anyone else in this area selling like weapons and such?
You don't see a weapon seller. Like, even this that he had, it was more like a display, like something you would buy for display, more so than like battle. So you don't see like a blacksmith. Yeah. It's more like, like, how you can get those like samurai swords on display and stuff like that. They're not really battle ready. They're, it's meant for you to put in your home. And that's what they assumed because of the weird naked women on the hill. Like, they didn't assume like anyone would actually fight with these,
Right, that would be
They're
crazy.
sentimental, okay?
I get it. I understand what you're, but what I'm saying is, someone buying this would assume that this is more of a display piece. It's very interesting and something that you would display on your mantle or something like that to say like, hey, isn't this a neat like set of blades kind of thing. So yeah, you see a couple of shops that have, like, there's one that has like an interesting like a blackish like a dagger, but nothing, like, you don't see, like, the blacksmith that you visited on the other side is more in line with someone who would actually have traditional weaponry that you would need to actually go out there and like fight.
Right. Okay. I just was gonna like make a pass through and see if I saw anything that looked.
Yeah, I'll say you walk around the market, but you
suspiciously
see
like
mostly just small stalls. You don't see an
the
actual
other.
weaponry place.
Okay.
Can I find a guard and ask him, is the famous bird somewhere in here around?
Yeah, you stop a guard and he says, yes, the famous bird is not here. The famous bird is in the Sun-Kissed Circle, but on the east, the eastern gates of the city, so are completely opposite side, actually. You are very far from there.
What time is it about right now?
You're looking at another couple of hours to come out here. You're looking at about 3 in the afternoon, 3 or 4.
And you think I probably wouldn't be able to make it today before they close?
On foot, no, it'd be pretty difficult to get all the ways over there.
All right. Well, thank you anyway.
Of
I'll
course.
try that again tomorrow.
Yes. But yes, Eastern Gates, right by the Eastern Gates. You cannot miss it.
All right.
Nice. Well,
Okay.
you've accomplished that at least.
So, Dobby, you have your scimitar and dagger back.
Cool.
Should we stop and find you maybe a hand crossbow again
No,
before we leave?
No, we'll find one. Around. Most likely we'll kill somebody. I'll just jack one. Okay, I don't really care about anything else. These are the only things I really cared about.
Fair enough.
I appreciate all of you doing that for me. You really have no idea how much these things mean to me.
No,
I think that
clearly
might
do
be the
not.
first sentiment I've heard from you in all these years.
I mean, clearly we did not. I mean, if it's important to you, I mean, there are things that if I lost, I would be devastated. Like when they took my journal.
So, where are you guys heading?
Okay.
I mean, we really accomplished at this point.
I mean, Is there still
Well-
time to procure our mounts, or
No,
No,
we
that's
just
on the
found out we could
opposite
not
end.
do that today.
It's on the complete opposite
Oh.
side of the city.
Yeah, so we wouldn't be able to get there in time.
How
Well,
late
we
is
did-
the Crystal Arbor open again?
Like when sundown time. So you could maybe get there and have an hour of time.
Well, we also did say that we would perhaps do a bit of investigation and surveillance about that other potential job that
Yeah, that's all all across the way in the Sun-Kissed Circle. That's ours.
Yeah, that's the Sunseared Market.
it's, also before we were some of us were incapacitated by spiders.
Well, I understand I wasn't intending on getting into a tussle. I was just gonna, do a pass by and look around a bit. But we don't
Well,
have to do
it's
that.
not really like a pass-by thing. We would have to wait in the middle of the night to hear the noises. That's if the noises would do something.
Yeah, I
And if
understand
something
that. I mean,
bad were to happen, none of us are at our best right now.
Well, I'm
I'm
pretty
pretty
good.
now.
I'm good. I know Boltaim, he had to do some shit.
I'm completely tapped out, I'll be honest. So, we
I mean,
getting
that's
much of
fine.
anything
I mean, I
then.
just think, especially since we just spent some money, we might want to look into getting some more.
And as you're kind of like walking around the market, Perry, go ahead and give me a perception.
Okay. I'm good at perception, and also my passive is 22, so 18.
All right. As you're kind of like walking around and you've been kind of like just perusing and kind of trying to see if there's another weapon dealer here. You do hear just over the din of voices a woman talking to a guard, and she says, "Please help me. My husband, he hasn't come back. He goes out to the desert to get herbs. We have the stall over here, but I have not seen him in a day, and now my daughter has gone to find him, and I am worried. I think there is something out there. Please, you must help me." And you hear the guard, "I am sorry, miss. This is my route. I cannot leave to go out of the city. If you wish to speak to the guard at the gate, perhaps they can help you, but we do not patrol the deserts themselves. If you wish, perhaps they can help you, or perhaps you can find some help at the bounty hall, but I don't know what to do for you. If they have gone out into the deserts, we all know the perils."
So I'm gonna get everyone's attention. There's a lady over there who seems to need quite a bit of help. She seems to have lost someone in the desert. Maybe there's money to be made there, maybe not, but she needs help.
Well, how will we venture out into the desert? And that will we need the.
Well, we're planning on venturing into the desert regardless, so maybe
Well,
we'll
we are
get someone
soon,
along the way.
but I might have to wait a day.
Well, no, we're not going immediately, obviously, but
Right.
I mean,
Well, maybe they haven't gone very far out. Maybe we could look into it for her. I mean, she's missing her husband and her daughter at this point.
we can ask some questions and see exactly where they went. If it's where we're going, then we can look into it while we're on our way. Definitely, especially if she's in that dire need. Our
She seemed pretty desperate, and the guard wasn't much help.
entire family, as it seems, is
At this point, you
lost to
kind of see the
desert.
guard kind of comforting her, but then has to walk off on patrol, and you just see she's like breaking down in tears. She's, "Please, someone will help me."
I'm gonna walk over to this lady.
So am I.
Okay, you head over to
Ma'am?
her. Yes.
I
Yes.
couldn't help but overhear your plight.
Oh, I think there's something wrong. My daughter, and now my husband went first. Normally we head out to the northern area of the city, maybe just half an hour outside of the city. There is a little oasis, and there are plants that grow there. We use them to make tinctures to sell in the market. But 2 days ago, my husband, he went out and never returned. And then yesterday, my daughter, she went out after him, and neither of them have come back. I don't know what might have happened. I know that there are things out in the desert, but they are very careful. We never go at nighttime, always during the day early. I can't imagine what might have gone wrong. I've been tending to my stall, but I will go after them if I have to, but I was hoping that the god could do something for me.
And how long has your husband been gone?
A day and a half now, almost.
Okay. And you said there's an oasis like a half an hour away from the city?
Yes. Half an hour. It would be so late to go tonight, but I will go in the morning if no one will help me. I have to see that my daughter and my husband are okay.
I'm going to look over at the rest of the party and wait a beat to see if any of them are going to respond.
Would you help me?
So we do need to go out to the desert anyway. Would there be any way that we could maybe work out some type of reward, anything?
I can give you as much gold as I have on me. I have 300, and I could give you some of our mixtures, our tinctures that we make. Make sure that you have something if you will do this for me.
We've had an unexpected expense. So how about 100 gold and a discount off your where should we need for our travel?
100 gold only?
That'll put us right back to work. That'll put us right back to work.
100 gold and the
a discount
and a discount. You could.
Okay.
I
she was
like
offering you
Okay,
three.
hold
She was
on.
offering you.
Out of character, guys.
Okay, no,
100, but now
that's
we're
fine.
getting into
Okay,
100.
that's fine.
Yeah,
She's like,
dude, yeah,
okay,
fuck.
no problem.
100,
Everything
100,
she had.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I'm not
okay,
extra for everything.
okay.
No,
I'm-
100 gold.
The tincture she's gonna give us, and then a
She
discount
said everything
is what
she
you
had
think?
on her, but that's fine. She 100
and then
gold,
what's-
and
what's the-
some prices off. Sure.
And then what's the name of your husband and your daughter?
My
So
husband.
if we had their names so that they would know that we were sent by you.
My husband is Roman,
Okay.
and my daughter is Sila.
Okay. Well, since it's only a little ways out from the city, we could go in the morning.
Okay. If you go, I will wait for you to come back with them, hopefully, or news of them at least.
You have my word. We will do our best.
Yes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't catch your name.
My name is Zephyriel.
Okay, Miss Zephyriel. We will do our very best.
I thank you. I will be at the northern gates tomorrow. I will wait for you.
We'll be there, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Oh, now we know what we're doing tomorrow.
I love when players ask for less than what they're offered.
I'm not.
You know,
I'm,
the way I heard it was
Yo,
that
man,
was
this is
all
when
she had.
Cynric, you don't allow
No, I
Cynric.
did. I also
Everything
heard
I
it
had
as she
on
had.
me.
No, I didn't hear it, but I also heard it as that too. But I would have said like 200.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm not a
I'm
monster.
I just that was like a grog moment without
I'm
the
just-
grog intelligence. I loved it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
like,
And
even
then-
even at a because we're not even taking the potions now.
No.
Even at a
it's-
generous
it-
discount, we're gonna be
yeah.
spending that gold just back on her. We're gonna be giving her the
But-
gold back for
Anyway,
like.
We would
so
have
you
had
guys
500
head out.
anyways to begin with, so I
Yeah,
mean,
That's
she makes
fine.
It's fine,
we
it's
could have
fine.
asked for a bunch
We're
of health
doing a good
potions.
deed.
He's gonna give us health potions and money.
who said they were health
We
potions?
can still
Anyway,
ask for
we
more.
did it
Well,
already.
tinctures of some
so-
sort.
So
So
you guys are heading
antivenom
back
and-
to the inn.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point,
At
yes.
this point, yeah, I think so.
You head back to the inn. It takes you a couple of hours. At this point, it's starting to get dark again, and you get inside, and you. I think I said it was 2 gold last time for the rooms. So you pay another 2 gold for rooms and board for the lot of you. So someone mark that off. And you are provided food and drink to sit and eat and have an evening meal. Is there anything specifically any of you want to do?
I'm drinking a lot after about, being eaten by spiders.
Okay. So I'll say put another probably like gold.
Okay.
Perry, as usual, has seen a weird creature and is drawing it in her journal,
Okay, yeah.
taking notes.
Dobby's chilling in the room, and he's gonna be talking to his swords.
Okay. Dobby is by himself.
Spending time with the ladies.
Yep.
Well,
I'm not rooming with Dobby.
It's the only ladies that won't talk back.
Oh, fuck you guys!
Oh no.
I hate all of you.
I think it's me and you, and then Quinn.
I think I'm with Quinn.
Yeah, Cinerate, Quinn,
Oh, are you?
Baltaim,
As long
Dobby,
as I'm not rooming
Actually-
with Dobby,
Oh, yeah, I had to
that's
pay
all
for
I
it.
care about right
and
now.
Oriana and Perry.
Actually, I thought I was with Dobby. Quinn and Baltaim were together.
Oh, that's fine. If you're
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Dobby, you're
They
with
were
Dobby.
asking me if Dobby ever came back that other night.
Oh yeah, that's fine. So
Yeah.
you guys,
Once-
you two
yeah.
are together. Okay. So yeah, you all gather your thoughts, take a moment to rest and recuperate, and head to your various rooms for the evening to get a night's rest, to pick up in the morning and see what awaits you in a new day in Zarithamar, the city of seemingly many places, wonders, and beasts. And that is where we'll end our session for this evening.
Cool.
well, I finally found a new wild shape, y'all.
Yeah, you have
Nice.
Ice Spider and Ice Spider Queen.
Yeah, the queen's what I'm looking for, man.
Yeah,
Um,
I really.
Well, I don't
want
think I
that
can
queen.
be the queen yet, though. I think she's
Yeah, you need to be level
too
6, I
high.
think.
One more level.
CR,
One
yeah,
more level.
CR.
Hey,
more level,
level up
more
one more
level.
time, you got her.
But yes, congratulations. Yeah, thanks for sticking with us, guys. We appreciate you watching. This is another fun session. We will be back again next week with more shenanigans, I'm sure. If you enjoyed the session, please share with your fellow D&D lovers. The best way to help a stream grow is to spread the word. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. Don't forget, we have our companion show, What's the Damage, on Tuesdays, where we go over what happened in the last session and then cover some other interesting nerdy topic in the tabletop role-playing game space. So feel free to check us out there. And remember, folks, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Have a great Friday, make good choices, and we hope to see you back here next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
We live
See ya.
spiders.